News to hand. May Summervu may have gone from Ponzi scheme promoter to a prophet. That music is far too loud, Danny. Let's start that again. May Summervu has come from the belly of the dragon and the fire and sulfur of being a tormentous multi-level marketing promoter to a prophet dressed in angel wings, becoming a savior to the world and her scholarships. She's been trying for quite a few years to be understood and not misunderstood by people like the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger and the Avengers. We have seen a whole accolade of Ponzi schemes and scams that she has been promoting that just went wrong for many different reasons that she was out of her control. She was recently promoting Trade Technologies, which took 11 million or 9 million, I can't quite forget, millions of dollars away from mum and dad investors. She was promoting this in Zoom meetings. And when the scam fell over, she deleted all her videos. And then she started promoting BeyondBit. Yes, they had a company certificate in Australia. It must be real. They had a guy that was never really on camera, but was heavily involved in AI. He wasn't real either. She lost all their money in the community, $50,000. Now she's looking for redemption. She's trying to prove to the world that she is just misunderstood, a misheard scammer. Look at her, sitting there with her Bible, prophet to prophet, Ponzi to prophet, giving scam news, trying to protect. Well, something unusual has happened. We've found her YouTube channel. She has uploaded 3 videos in the last 3 hours, 19 hours, and 22 hours ago. And if you go into the makings of her YouTube channel, this is what she claims she is.
Large blue diamond channel description, updated for YouTube about section, all things crypto is your daily gateway to the world of digital finance. From token launches and market trends to DeFi strategies and real-time liquidity pool moves, we simplify it all, so you can make smarter, safer choices. Led by educator and crypto coach May Summervu, this channel not only teaches you how to earn in crypto, but also how to spot the red flags, including fake developer videos and social media scams designed to mislead investors. Round drawing pin daily updates, bullseye smart breakdown, close padlock scam awareness. Subscribe and join a growing community that values clarity, safety, and real results in crypto.
Wow, think about this. This lady is an educator. She currently has 15 subscribers. This channel has been going since, I think it was 2016 from memory. Let's have a look. 2016. And she currently has 3 videos. Why would that be the case? Well, she obviously has numerous other channels as well. We've spent hours on the phone with our darling May Summervu. But what I thought we would do is I'm here to help you. So we've actually come up with the 3 videos that she's used AI. And we've got a bit of a sweepstake going with the Avengers on what Ponzi scheme and scam she's going to start offering you next. Surely she hasn't really got herself a pair of angel wings, and she's not really trying to help you from getting getting scammed. I don't actually know what her plot is, but I thought we'd go through the videos together and just see what educational information that she can provide, which would be very, very interesting for us all to listen to. So hopefully I'm coming across quite nice, loud and clear. It would be rude not to start first. Now, in the world of AI, so let's
Welcome
just go
to
back.
the future, welcome.
So what I want to sort of stress about this particular video is the fact that she has been scammed by somebody who was using AI. She thought this guy by the name of Richard Bates was really an Australian, even though his accent was like Middle Eastern and sounded like he was somebody from another country that doesn't speak proper English. She is now using AI to deliver her message because she is such a crypto entrepreneur that she knows that you would rather believe an AI version of her scripted words, probably from ChatGPT, than listen to her herself. She's trying to redeem herself from losing hundreds of thousands of dollars for people over the years. So let's have a wee listen and let's see what we can learn.
Welcome to the future, welcome to our cryptocurrency YouTube channel. Whether you're a seasoned investor, a curious tech enthusiast, or just stepping into the world of digital innovation, you're in the right place. Our channel is your go-to destination for everything related to cryptocurrency.
So if you want to learn how to lose your money, if you want to know how to invest in Ponzi schemes that she didn't think was Ponzi schemes, and every single project that she has actually promoted has fallen over. Every single one of them have never delivered on the claims that they said were going to happen. Every single one of them fallen flat in the face. And people say, why isn't she arrested? That's because no one really cares. That's why we name and shame people. That's why I often start off saying I'm Danny Hegg, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And this is the channel where you want to go to listen to a, what do they call it, a cryptoneer? Someone who really understands crypto.
Artificial intelligence, and blockchain. We bring you daily updates that dive deep into the evolving digital economy, covering the most important developments with clarity and insight.
So what is the digital economy that she's talking about? I have no idea. And if I have no idea, she doesn't have any idea. And it's just buzzwords to make you get all excited.
From breaking news and detailed market analysis to interviews with leading voices and step-by-step guides through decentralized finance,
Okay, she's going to interview people with leading voices. So people who are leading the industry of crypto. Maybe she's going to interview Donald Trump. Was it name? Donald Trump, and about his coin. What's it called? Dogecoin? I forget. So confusing.
We deliver content designed to inform, empower, and inspire. Each day, we explore major price movements, industry trends, and buzzworthy moments across the crypto space.
Oh my God, she's going to help you do crypto trading. Wonder if she's got any success stories in her own portfolio.
We also keep you informed on major events and conferences shaping the future of this industry. This channel is more than just a source of information. It's a growing community united by a shared passion for technology.
I love the word, how she used that united word, because her last joint community effort is called the Promise United. So let's listen to see what else she's got to offer us.
Innovation and opportunity. So, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and become part of a movement exploring the limitless possibilities of Web3. Welcome to the next era of finance and technology. Welcome to our channel.
Wow, that was moving. Let's go straight into the next video that she uploaded 20 hours ago. And let's see
where we shine a light on the real stories.
Okay, so she couldn't quite get the same AI voice this time, and it's at a different pitch. So let's have a listen and see what she's going to offer us here with her 15 subscribers. They would have been blown away today. They would have woke up and they would have got notification that May Summervu has published 3 videos, and then come on and listen to an AI version. And this is where it really shows how advanced she is in her AI platform.
And welcome to All Things Crypto, where we shine a light on the real stories behind blockchain promises, peer-to-peer dreams, and decentralized dangers. I'm your host, and today, we open a very personal series titled Crypto Confessions. Tonight, we follow the incredible journey of a former public school
Oh my God, a public school educator, somebody that got misaccused of, I think something to do with, I forgot what it was, but she got pulled up in the courtroom and she tried to go after her employee for, I think it was something to do with, I won't say the word, but something conduct. And she basically lost. And then somebody later on confessed that they lied and she wasn't as guilty as they made out. You have to go back through my videos and read all about it. But she was a school teacher who basically took on the educators, and now she can't get a real job. But she still talks about how she's a school educator, not a crypto educator.
After 21 years of service in the classroom, she made a bold move into the world of cryptocurrency, seeking freedom, global connections.
And she shouldn't have done that. She should have gone and got a job in the supermarket.
And financial opportunity through blockchain technology. It all started with curiosity and hope. Introduced to crypto by someone from her own community, she felt a sense of trust.
And that's what they do. They're always trying to build that trust up with you so that you will believe everything they say. It's all about community. It's very similar to religion.
She had already been learning about decentralization. And
she's been learning about decentralization. How about that? She had already been learning about it. And then when she got kicked out of the school, she decided to go full head on into it, I presume.
Dreamed of becoming her own banker free from the grip of traditional institutions.
And that's banker with a B.
The allure was powerful, mobile income, borderless transactions, and a chance to empower others, especially the Hmong communities in Laos, Vietnam.
Well, she gave $100,000 away to people in Vietnam. So you know how she did that? Well, there was a time when Hyperverse froze all their accounts. And the only thing you could do was create new accounts with your HU dollars. So she claims that she'd made so much money out of Hyperverse that she decided to create $100,000 worth of accounts and give them to people in Vietnam. And if they did make money, she would make more money. But unfortunately, they never opened the bridge back up for Hyperverse, and everyone lost their money. But she's turned that into saying that she gave $100,000 away to people in starving countries. It was actually, the truth of it is, she gave away things that she couldn't get off the platform to third world countries, hoping that they would spread the word and she would get commissions as they sold these accounts out to people. This lady is a disgusting individual. I can explain that better on one of my blogs. If you go to my website, theheck.com, search for May Summer Vu, you'll read articles about her dirty tactics. This lady certainly is no angel.
Vietnam and the United States. At the time, she was managing 3 airmans.
Airmans. I think it was meant to be Airbnbs, and unfortunately they're May Summer Vu.
And working full-time in education.
Till she got
but
fired.
What she discovered in crypto appeared life-changing daily payouts as high as $500. The promise of sustainability and community-backed ecosystems. She even believed she had seen documents proving that federal agents had investigated the company and joined themselves.
Wow.
But things were not what they seemed. Behind the glowing dashboards and referral incentives, something darker was hiding in plain sight. She traveled to build teams, helped others join the movement, and funded accounts for those who couldn't afford it, believing she was helping to change lives. But what she and so many others didn't realize was that they were being pulled into a cycle of manipulation, hidden liquidity drains, and smoke and mirror business models.
Oh, no.
That journey is what we're diving into, piece by piece, starting today. This is not just a story about bad developers or poor due diligence. It's a systemic issue in the decentralized world, where emotional stories and high-yield promises lure in good people and leave them with empty wallets. In upcoming episodes, we'll dive into specific business models, warning signs, red flags, and first-hand experiences that every new crypto enthusiast must hear.
Yeah.
From token mining schemes to daily ROI trading platforms, this series will expose what really happens behind the curtain. So if you're in this space, or thinking about entering it, subscribe now and turn on your alerts. We'll be dropping one story at a time, each one a lesson, a warning, and a step towards smarter, safer participation in this volatile world.
Yeah, so why did she post this crap? Well, it's all about building up that community again. She's effed over her community, upset everyone who's lost all their money, and now she's going to redeem herself by providing safeguards. So for 5+ years, May Summer Vu, who I've just rung up, who won't answer, and I've sent a link off to this video so she can watch this live, is now realizing that she needs to build that community up again because they don't like her. I've got people messaging me asking why she hasn't been locked up. I don't know. Hey, we've got about 2 minutes before we're on the hour. So I want to play this last video. This one here is the crack up, and this is why I'm doing this wee mini live update about May Summer Vu. But this one makes me crack up because she's going to explain to us exactly what she's been promoting for the last couple of years. This is a crack up. Listen to this. Are you ready?
Today's crypto report focuses on one of the most misunderstood topics in the space, the difference between scams, Ponzi schemes, pyramid models, and legitimate businesses that offer commissions.
Okay, I just want to stop it right here. Now, she's twisted the end of this and claimed that something about AI CEOs, which is a bit of a crack up. So you're going to get a proper good description of what a Ponzi scheme or a scam is, which describes every single Ponzi scheme and scam that she's been promoting ever. Every single thing she's done is multi-level marketing and Ponzi schemes. And now she's deciding to put out these warnings about how to spot a Ponzi scheme. I mean, she's obviously educating herself as she goes.
Just because a company offers referral rewards doesn't mean it's a scam, but the details matter.
Yes, it does.
Let's explore how to tell the difference. A scam is an operation built on intentional deception. The people behind it never intend to deliver value, a real product, or a sustainable service. Their only goal is to take your money and disappear.
Oh.
For example, a website may promise to double your investment in 30 days.
Really?
Claiming it uses secret AI bots or government partnerships. But behind the scenes, there is no trading, no product. And often, no real company, just a disappearing act waiting to happen. That is a scam. A Ponzi scheme, on the other hand, uses money from new investors to pay out earlier participants. There may be a dashboard, fake earnings, and even regular payouts at first. But all the money comes from later recruits, not from any real business activity. When new investors stop joining, the whole system collapses. Ponzi schemes are dangerous because they can feel real until they're not. Many people are lured in by promises like earn 2% per day or triple your investment in 90 days, but those returns are simply unsustainable and not backed by real revenue. Then we have pyramid schemes. These focus almost entirely on recruitment. There might be a product involved like vitamins, courses, or memberships, but the main way people make money is by enrolling others. If a business only rewards members for bringing in more people, and not for actual product usage or sales to customers, it's considered a pyramid scheme. These systems are illegal in many countries and often collapse quickly when recruitment slows. So, what about businesses that offer commissions? Are they all bad? Not at all. A legitimate business.
So people that offer commissions aren't bad at all. But where do these commissions come from? Space. This is what she's doing. Now, we've got a Zoom meeting happening over the side here. I've just put it in the chat room. I'm going to go in there. There's only 14 odd people in there, so we'll have a bit of fun. But I just want to race through this so we finish these videos and document them online. But she's already controlling the narrative by telling people that it's okay to get paid commissions from these Ponzi schemes that aren't Ponzi schemes.
Has a real product or service that people want. It generates revenue from product sales, not from member deposits. If you're earning a commission for helping someone discover a useful product or service, and they benefit whether or not they refer others, that's a fair and legal business model. In fact, many well-known companies like Amazon, Canva, or crypto wallets use affiliate programs to expand their reach, and that is perfectly legitimate. The problem is, in the crypto space, scammers often disguise their operations as affiliate programs or tech startups. They use flashy words like blockchain, Web3, or automated AI trading, and sometimes even fake legal documents to appear trustworthy. This makes it hard to tell what's real and what's not. That's why it's critical to ask, where is the revenue really coming from? Are you getting paid from actual product sales? Or just from the deposits of people who join after you? To summarize, a scam is a lie from the beginning. A Ponzi scheme survives only by using new money to pay old participants. A pyramid scheme rewards endless recruitment more than product usage. A real business, however, offers a product people can use and benefit from, whether or not they recruit others.
This meeting is being recorded.
In our next video, we'll dive into real examples of each type and how to spot red flags early. If you're in the crypto space or curious about it, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the warning signs. The more we understand, the harder it becomes for scammers to win. Today's crypto report.
It's definitely not rocket science, you'd have to agree. But that's my summary there on May Summer Vu. I may break this off, but don't be fooled by a wolf wearing sheep's clothing. May Summer Vu, we're watching you. I'm Danny the Heck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here with another mini live to expose May Summer Vu and her dirty, disgusting tactics. She has a bottom fever. If you know where she lives or wants to know where she lives, or you want to get your money back, let me know, because we know she has an Airbnb. She's got one Airbnb left. And she rents it out, and that's how she makes her humble beginning. Right, that's me. See you in the next video. Okay, we're here. That was funny. Anyway, so now what we have got is we've got another Ponzi scheme over here, and we'll just turn the sound up. And there's quite a few of these Ponzi schemes happening right now. So
patch with me, and we call this a miracle patch because the things that are happening truly are a miracle with this technology. So he said, you know what? I started using it a few weeks ago for my shoulder pain and for my back pain. And now I have no migraines. My shoulder pain's gone away. My back pain's gone away. And again, no more migraines. And I said, okay, well, let me try it. And I put it on my foot within 2.5 hours, you guys. My foot felt so much better. I was at the gym the next day and I was off and running. And then I had no idea.
So we're just going to switch the screens around here.
What was about to happen. But I decided that I was going to join the company and that I was going to share.
Another beautiful story.
And that's exactly what I did. And it's the best thing that I've ever done. And so,
Christy, hold on a second, okay? We got to remove a few people. Just quit screen sharing and keep talking.
Okay. So it was the best thing that I ever done. And then 4 months later, what happened is my son got in a horrible motorcycle accident.
Oh, the Havlock story.
I knew right then that this is the reason why I'm with this company. It wasn't because I hurt my foot. My foot led me to this company. I'm grateful for that every single day.
Okay, so let's
go gallery. But it was my son that needed the technology. And I was very grateful that somebody had shared with my son's doctor 2 years prior, because she knew about the technology and she said yes. And, you know, I've heard time and time again since I've been with this company that there are people that are not allowed to wear this in hospitals, which is really, really sad, because I believe between God and the technology, it really helped my son.
This meeting is being recorded.
First of all, live. They didn't think he was going to live. And then second of all, really thrive the way he's thriving a little over 3 years later.
Wow.
And so
that's a good luck story.
Here we are 3 years later. And so let me just share with you too, he was in a coma for 2.5 weeks.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you doing that.
And so hold on just a second, you guys. I'm so sorry.
Quit screen sharing if you can. Yeah, there you go. And we'll do our best.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Keep going with no screen sharing. Okay.
Okay. So Andrew was in a coma for 2.5 weeks. He had lots of brain injuries. He had several strokes, traumatic brain injury, and a brain bleed. He also had, he tore every tendon and ligament in his knee. He shattered his kneecap, shattered his wrist. The doctor said it was like dust. They didn't know if he'd be able to walk properly again or use his wrist again. 5 broken ribs, collapsed lungs, and bruised liver.
Full screen.
He also got COVID, MRSA, and pneumonia while he was in the hospital. And so to say that my son was in bad shape is an understatement. And so, so Andrew, literally, we start patching him, and within 6 months. And am I able to share yet or not yet?
Yep. Go ahead, lady.
Should we wait?
No, you're fine.
Give it one more try, and if not, just keep rolling without slides. Let's try it one more time.
Okay. So let me share with you.
And then if not, we got to go no slides.
Okay. Just a second.
Here you go. Cross your fingers.
You crossed them pretty soonly, lady.
Hold on just a second. There we go. So that's Andrew after 6 months. Once we figured out that Andrew was
oh my God,
was actually going to live, and that he didn't have any brain injuries, his long-term and short-term memory intact. But they told us that it would take about a year or two for him to get back to his new normal. And this is Andrew 6 months later after his rehab. He was the worst going in. There were 4 of them in the rehab. And he was the first one to graduate. So I'm very proud of him. And again, I'm just eternally grateful for the person that shared this technology with Andrew's doctor. And I'm also grateful for David Schmidt for creating this technology. So that's why I am extremely passionate, and I'm going to forever be sharing these patches with anybody that is willing to listen. And I always feel like, you know, everybody deserves to learn about this technology because it truly is a special, technology.
Scam.
I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay, so let's talk about David Schmidt. So David Schmidt is an incredible scientist. He is the founder, and he's also the CEO of this company. Now, LifeWave this technology was born way before LifeWave, and David actually was contracted with the elite Navy SEALs. in order to create an energy product of some sort that would help them with having natural energy without stimulants. And that's when our first patch called Energy Enhancers was born. And that was well over 20 years ago before LifeWave. Then the Olympics got a hold of him because David lost the contract because 9/11 happened.
Oh my
the
God,
Olympics
hardship
got a hold
story
of him,
after hardship.
and they all start breaking their own personal best records, which was very exciting. And that's when David had to figure out, okay, this technology is helping a lot of people.
This meeting is being recorded.
This technology to the world. And that's when David created LifeWave, because he realized that this is very much an experiential product. It's a product that you're going to use, you're going to fall in love with, and you're going to want to share it with your friends.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Something else just happened.
We can hear you. And just see if you can try to not share screen. I know you're not doing it.
I'm not sharing screen right now.
Correct. Yeah, there you go. Keep going, babe. You got it.
Hello.
But, this just proves how we're doing something great.
Oh my God, they all something great.
And they're trying to cut off our truth that we are bringing and helping the world.
Absolutely. Because I promise you, when I started 3.5 years ago, we were doing about 90 million. And now this company is going to close at $1 billion at the end of the year. So definitely we have all eyes on us. That's for
sure. This meeting is being recorded.
It's okay.
Sorry about the sound, guys.
And we're just, our job is just to make sure that everybody knows about it, and it's up to them to do what they feel is
liars. You're just a bloody liar, mate. Multi-level marketing scammer.
You guys, we might have to get up. Yeah.
Turn my mic on. Streaming you live. We are streaming you live. You are a fake. You're not jealous of what you're doing. Satan's going to take you.
Wow, we're popular, you guys.
We are. May I ask? Okay, hold on a second, you guys.
Just don't let anybody else in, Martha and Renato. Don't admit any other person. There's still an intruder. This happens. So
this happens.
You can keep presenting if you want, and just keep talking. You're doing an amazing job.
Keep going. Keep walking off the cliff.
The person that I was thinking, I think, is gone now.
Okay. Then.
So then LifeWave was born 20 years ago. So we've been in business for 20 years. We're a debt-free company. I absolutely love that. So we don't have to worry about all the startup things that happen with a startup company. And we are ready for the next 20 years. David's vision is for the next 20 years. What's going to happen to LifeWave in the future? Because he's not only thinking about the present, but I was just on a webinar with him, and he was thinking about this as a generational company, meaning that not only are we going to be able to benefit from our health and finances if we choose to, but also the people that our kids and our grandkids and our great grandkids. And so I love that we have a visionary in David, and that he is definitely thinking about not only the present, but where are we going to go in the future, and how can we better help humanity along the way. And so we're now the fastest growing company in the world, which is getting a lot of people's attention, obviously.
I'm just trying to get this sound
Monday
going.
night. And so again, we're a debt-free company, and we're poised to be that $1 billion company at the
Okay, we're trying to get the sound going, but we're not having much joy here. And I think I lost all sound. Only way I can get the sound going is by reloading. Now, just see if I can get that going again. 1 second, please, caller. I think we just did get the sound going for a second. We should have sound going. Let's try that again. I have a feeling Epic's browser. Oh, we've lost sound. Let's see if we can get it going again. We're going to go to P8 sound.
Is this just a placebo effect? Is this like some kind of woo-woo? How is this happening? And but we have the science, and we have the patents to prove it. So right now we currently have 200 patents, which is absolutely incredible. I don't know of another company that has so much science, third-party double-blind clinical trials, and 200 patents.
Let's destroy the chat room.
Record-breaking patent in the United States, because he could prove that our technology is doing what it says it's going to do. So that's something to be super proud about. So have you been patched yet? And if not, now is the time.
Okay, so what is this called? Wave,
for you
isn't
to
it?
hear these
Life
stories
wave.
today. So the fact is that the less stem cell activity you have, the slower you heal and the faster you age. And I didn't really understand. I understand we all age, right? But I didn't understand
what a
why
whiny
we
voice.
all age. And that's the fact, is because our stem cells decline. We were all born with 100% stem cells. Then as we get older, they decline. And that's why we have brain fog. We don't have a lot of energy. The focus, sleep gets disrupted. If we have to have surgery, God forbid,
I'm yelling too much
heal
when
as
my
quickly
office
as we're
doors get
older.
shut.
How about going to the gym
I'm not reading
and you
the...
don't get the results like you used
so here we
to?
go.
You're like, how come this isn't working like it did when I was in my 20s? Or if you get a cut or a burn, it won't heal as quickly when you don't have stem cells. So that's why it's important to activate them. So what are stem cells anyway? Again, we were born with 100% of our stem cells, and every cell in our body is a neutral cell or a universal cell. So our eyes and our lungs and our brain and our heart, they all started with a stem cell.
For your viewing pleasure.
The stem cells can become any kind of cell that the body needs, and the patches, this little tiny miracle patch, is going to provide the signal to help the body heal. So I tell people, when they ask what I do, I tell people I provide hope, I provide healing, I provide prevention. We're not going to say we're curing anything, but there's a lot that we can do if we can reduce inflammation in the body as far as prevention. And I also help people with true age reversal. And this is not just
Martha will be having a problem.
What's going on the outside. It's what's going on the inside that's really most important. So when we're 30, we have half of our stem cells left. That's a total decline right there. And then when we get to 60, we have very little stem cells left. And that's why it's important that we all activate them.
You can't see her.
And X39 is the world's first and only stem cell activation patch that's going to activate your stem cells when you wear this little miracle patch during the day for 12 hours, and then you're going to let your body regenerate at night for 12 hours.
Like a Barbie
Very important.
Doll.
And you're going to help your cells become younger cells.
God, we're going to go in there.
And what's happening in the product is, I'm going to share that in a little bit, but we're activating a copper peptide, which is so powerful. If you do nothing else, Google
messages in the chat room
GHKCU. And it will tell you,
it's
the holy mother grail of age reversal. And there's so many benefits of activating GHKCU in the body. So go Google that. And then also, Martha, if you could put this in the chat for me, frequency pattern.
No, nothing in the chat.
Okay, so we're not doing that. Okay, so
nothing in the chat right now.
Okay,
look in the chat, everybody.
Thank you so much. Okay, so what you want to do is ask the person that invited you to text you frequencypatchesinfo.com. Or write it down right now, frequencypatchesinfo.com. It's a great link for you to watch the 2 short videos. It's going to share with you what is X39 and what is phototherapy. And we're going to talk about phototherapy in a minute. But X39 is affordable. You guys, this little patch is $3.33 a day. That's it. And I can tell you from my personal experience, I am saving money on my health because I'm investing in this technology. And I don't have to spend money on other things that I was doing before the patches. So I'm actually saving money, which is exciting. And I'm aging backwards. It's ethical. We're not using anybody else's stem cells.
There you go. Scan alert.
Linda Petro is, could you please delete that one? Thank you. You guys are on it. I love you guys. It's affordable, it's ethical, and requires no injections. And I know for my son, he does not like needles. He had 10 total surgeries and fearful of needles. So I'm so glad we don't have to have injections here. Now, how does X39 work? Okay, so you might be asking, like, how do you put this miracle patch on and is doing these things that, we have stories too coming that you're going to be like, how does this little patch work? But we're using phototherapy. So we're using light and heat from our own body to create change. It's called photobiomodulation. Okay. And so again, using light and heat from our own body, because our body emits light and heat. It's infrared light and heat. So when you put this miracle patch on, light and heat, low levels of light and heat is going in and out of this patch. It's reflecting back into the body.
Oh, wow.
It's going to tell your brain to wake up those dormant stem cells. They didn't leave your body, but they went to sleep a long time ago if you're in your 50s and above. And
this meeting is being recorded.
With that healing and
Marie, I love your comment
process. And
oftentimes you want to kind of be reclusive, but it's really good to put yourself out there. And we're like,
I think.
Fire feeds fire, right? When the coals start to fall out of the fire, it's eventually going to go out. It's better if we kick it back in and we smolder together. And I always say we're better together. Better together. So I am honored to speak here. My name is Jess Weirman. Depending on what version of life you knew me in, I'm Jess, Jessie, Jessica. I answer to all. But I am a
this meeting is being recorded.
Regional Vice President with Arbonne. I've been in Arbonne now 4 years. It's an amazing journey for me. I was actually one that was super against network marketing or social selling. And I'd love to preface that ahead of time because I know there's a lot of people on here that are new or that are joining for the first time, brand new consultants, whatever it is. And a lot of fears and hesitations come with that. And I was actually one of those people.
You'll never make any money. This is multi-level marketing, and you shouldn't be doing it. You should go get a real job. You'll never make any money out of multi-level marketing in this company. You have been warned by the crypto Ponzi scheme.
Salutations, Ponzi schemer.
We are
Be aware.
Live on the internet.
The Avengers have been observing your actions.
Everybody
heed this warning.
Has been broadcasted, documented, and broadcasted live on the internet. Your names. Here we go.
That was interesting.
We can say about that.
Okay. Back to regular scheduled programming here. So, I'm muted. Keener, we can't hear you.
Sorry, guys. Yes, first time for everything.
First kidding.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. No idea what that was, but anyways, I was super hesitant.
This meeting is being recorded.
To join the business. A little about me. I live in Missouri. I'm married to my husband. We have 2 pups, and I was introduced by a friend of mine to join a party, and
I'm the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger, and you should listen to what I've been in the New York Times, Bloomberg. I exposed multi-level marketing companies like you are promoting. I'm documenting you and everyone in this room, and you will be broadcasted live on the internet. Stop doing multi-level marketing and providing dreams to people that do not come to reality. You're a scammer. Read the chat room of your own box.
Okay, we're going to proceed. Keener, I think you need to change your password, love bug.
Sounds like it. Yeah, I'll keep going, babe. I'll keep an eye on this a little bit.
Amanda. So I'm going to zoom through my my thing here, but basically the things that attracted me to this business, being that I've been in corporate America for almost 15 years now. I am one of the anomalies. I've actually
this
been
meeting
in sales.
is being recorded.
97% of my team has never been in sales, and so I like to say that because we are all walks of life. We have people that are interior designers, hairstylists.
You can laugh this off and pretend this isn't a federal warning. The Homeland Security are coming after you. The IRS are going to audit everyone's books. This is not a laughing matter, you dumb cow. I've documented you. I've got your photo on the internet. I'm broadcasting.
Hey.
Jess, I'm not sure what to do. This person keeps randomly, which sounds like an AI type thing.
It's a bot. Yeah, someone's gotten in. So this is unfortunate, but the ones that are guests, let me just say this because I don't like this, whatever this is, joining back in, but I'll try one more time. And if we get interrupted, then we're just going to figure it out. So
this meeting is being recorded.
To join anything like this because I had my own fears and hesitations, and I started doing a lot of research.
This is not AI. Are you stupid, lady? This is not AI. This is real human. I'm Danny DeHeck. I live in New Zealand, Christchurch, New Zealand. I'm come after multi-level marketing people like you who promise the dream and don't deliver anything. You are full of shit. Arbonne will never make you any money. Being your Arbonne independent distributors, you are getting exposed. Everyone in this room is getting documented. Put into a database.
You need to stop.
No, I don't need to stop.
No. People are doing this for other reasons.
Listen here,
you need
Lisa,
to get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here. I'm not going anywhere. You have been recorded as scammers. Your names are going to be publicly named and shamed, and all you can do is kick me out of here.
All right, Sarah, let's end this call. This is ridiculous. Sorry.
He entered the host. Woo! Oh, I didn't know what to say. Words weren't coming out of my head fast enough for that one. Oh, well, there we go. It said that I've been removed and the meeting's been ended by the Arbonne. Oh, that was a crack up. Now, Arbonne, that was funny. Oh, my goodness. Oh, please, please, please. So now we need to grab a couple of people's names and go back in there before they regroup and make sure we're monitoring the room. I'm just going to go after any multi-level marketing company from now on. So we're just going back into this room and the meeting's now open. Does that mean I'm in charge? That means that they've left the meeting open. Oh, my goodness. Does that mean I'm the host? Sarah, I know who you are. I'm coming after you.
Salutations, Ponzi schemer. Be aware. The Avengers have been observing your actions.
Stacey, I know where you live.
Heed this warning. You can simply cease and desist.
You can drink your own water, but it won't save you.
Or face the full consequences. This is your only warning. There will be no second chances. Forgiveness isn't in our vocabulary. Forgetting is not an option. Stop now, or each and every one of you will be named and shamed. We are the Avengers. You are officially on notice. Your actions have been documented, reported to none other but the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger.
Stop doing multi-level marketing and we'll leave you alone. Get a real job. Go back to the supermarket and get used to the beep. But do not come on here and tell people that you're going to make millions of dollars if you sign up as an Arbonne.
The recording has stopped.
And also, you are live on
this meeting is being recorded.
There we go. Just go back in here. Oh, look at me. I'm on the screen. She left. Let's see if we can go back in as ourselves. All right, who gave me that link? You should be shot. You know what I'm like? Hey, look, Danny the Hex here. 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 Hello. 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 Okay, I've just been silly. Do you think they'll come back? Oh my God! When I woke up this morning, I see May Somerville is now becoming a crypto person to help people from investing in crypto. I just about laughed. Hey, you think they're going to come back in here? Let's have a look. I'm curious to see whether I'm in charge, because if I'm a participant, does that mean I'm the host? That's so funny. So the host would have to come back in here. Anyway, we'll stay there for a second or two. But in the meantime, you did have other links. Let's have a look. What other link did we have here? We'll go back to our main window. I'm pretty sure they would have freaked out, because most of the Arbonne ladies, I've met a lot of them because I used to own a business networking company and they used to come along. They're quite nice. But the truth of the matter is promoting multi-level marketing, and I'm putting a stick in the ground, especially with the backing of people like Queen of Karma here. I don't want to sign in. I can't sign in, so that's no good. Hey, let's have a wee look and see what else we've got. I got removed from that meeting. That was interesting. I'll just see if I can get back in here, because I think it's I don't think my name was very user friendly for those ladies today, because I was called Mike, and then I'll say it separately. Mike Huntley, Mike Huntley, Mike Huntley, Mike Huntley, Mike Huntley, Mike Huntley. Okay, so we're logged in here 3 times now. We might as well just keep that going for a wee bit. See whether these lovely ladies come back. In the meantime, let's look for another one. So this is actually the scam that we were doing before we got really interrupted, and it's called LifeWave, and it's this amazing product you put on your skin. I've done a whole blog about it, and we've also got previous videos. But if you want to read about this miracle cure, you just put these patches on your body, and they will get you 20 years of your life back. They will also cure cancer, and they will cure diabetes. This is what they claim their products will do, or some of the claims, but you can read all about the claims. And yesterday, we did a pretty cool blog on a mum and son team, and this was a crack up. So this lady used to be in a wheelchair, and if she takes, this is live. What's live? Okay, going. Let's go back. I can't log in. I don't want to log in there because I've got to log in, don't I? I don't want to log in. Oh, don't make me log in. Logging in jeopardizes me. All right, let's log in then. Who is it? You going to tell me? If I lose my only Zoom account, I'm going to be very disappointed. Email. I don't even know my email. I think it's video. Yeah, video. There we go. Bob, if I lose my video account, I'm not going to talk to you ever again. I'm never going to see your face. I'm never going to look at your face again. 600 people. It better be good. I got to go with my email. I don't like looking at my emails. Code for Zoom. Don't look at this, everybody. This is secret stuff. We're going to go 5, 5, 9, 8, 3. Let's go. Let's see if they let me in. Oh my goodness. Did we just go in a loop? Let's go back again. Oh. See what trouble you've caused? Let's try that one. No, that won't work. Okay, so we're looking for a video star. Enter my password. Password entered. Here. It's better be good. Hey, these ladies haven't come back yet. Lockdown. Oh, I see. Lockdown. It's going in a loop anyway. Well, just as well, because it sounds like I'm in fine form today. we would have had a lot of strife if I got in there. Okay, well, we got there. Let's back to here, Danny in there. So anyway, this was a mum. So this lady here took her products that she's holding in her hand, and she was in a wheelchair, and now she can walk. It's a miracle. Her son, which has been on 100 cruises, she's been on 300, are living the dream. And we caused major havoc in that one. So I wrote a whole blog about them, and I went through, I'll tell you a funny secret. Just personally between you and me, I wrote this blog about them, and this morning after I published it and spread it everywhere, I read the blog for the first time. I've got so much intel I can create a blog out of nothing. It's so cool. But when I listened to it, it was 100%, in my opinion, perfect. So we expammed this Ponzi scheme or scam. And I don't know if you guys are following this, but I've got to tell you, but if you come along here, I wanted to sign up as an affiliate. And the affiliate link at the top is called CS. Now, I'm just going to post this in the chat room, right? Now, look at the link at the top. The link to sign up to their affiliate link is cs4000.net, okay? Now, go to Behind MLM, and he is promoting he's going to be publishing an article that we've provided him soon, hopefully. But if you come down here, I think it was brilliant. Crowd, was it brilliant? I think it was brilliant. Yeah, I think it was brilliant. He shows some URLs in their crap, and it shows their, I think it is here. I'll just see if I can find it. Anyway, it's the same URL. So I don't know what this, I don't even know if I'm making sense at the moment, but if you go through here, you'll find it may not have been that one. It must have been another one. It was one from the Avengers gave me. So I'll just go and find the Avengers chat room and see whether I can find that. WhatsApp. Go to the heck and I'll see if I can find the link to Behind MLM. But anyway, I just wondered if there was a connection, because that was really, really interesting. There it is here. So yeah, this First Mover International, when you come down here, it shows you these links. And these links are the same as the links that we saw on the scam that we was busting yesterday. So I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, so if you go to this scam here, and this is a multi-level marketing opportunity, click on, what do you call it, join. And I couldn't find an affiliate link so I could join under New Zealand, because they want you to obviously make sure you get your affiliate link. But when I looked at the very top URL, it was the same. So I don't know what's going on there. So any information on that would be useful. But let's just go through here and see if there's any other meeting. I have been removed Who was that one from? Let's have a wee refresh. Oh, you're good. Look at this. My Avengers are amazing. I might have to change my name from Mike Hunt, though. Just ended. Done. They just ended. Oh, okay. We'll go anyway, just to prove your point. So we'll get ready in case they re-drag up their meetings. You'll find that a lot of these scams that we hibernate, once they shut down the Zoom meeting, the very first thing they do is reopen them. So we'll go in there as Mike Hunt, just to make sure. Oh,
I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys know LifeWave. It's a company, right? It's another network marketing company. So this lady gets on here, listen to our presentation, and then calls it a scam. See, this is low-level behavior.
Oh, low-level behavior.
The least you could have did is put your camera on.
Okay, well, I'll do that.
Have a great night, everybody. Terrible people, man.
Okay, there's my camera on. I just had my camera on and he turns it off. Oh, you did LifeWave.
The recording has stopped.
At least we got on there pretty quick. So that was pretty quick. Well, I enjoyed that. Boy, it lasted. That was, yeah. I don't know how to explain that one, but that was good. So we need to go back into that room because we're going to go back and we'll document that one. Mike Hunt, and we'll make sure that we get that one. We're getting some good names in here, guys. And Ponzi Patrol. Just make sure we're on Zoom. Ponzi Patrol, Zoom. I'm just documenting this one. And then I'm also going to make sure that we haven't already been here. So I'm just going to leave those open. Let's have a quick look through here. I left my it sounds like you caused havoc in there. Oh, it's just so cool. It's so nice to have support if we can. All right, so we've got, this is a New Zealand site last time I remember. These are New Zealand voices, I presume.
This field and with traditional business. Brian Chu from, I think in Singapore. How are you, my friend? Thank you.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, everywhere you are. Welcome to this amazing platform. You just heard from Mr. Antonio. He is a visionary and a person that has dreams. And like everything, he's a real human.
Oh, really?
And this is what I observed him. And I've seen from the early days, starting with the platforms and moving on to digital board. So he is really a person that is all in, very passionate about Web3. And not only did he do something that is, I would say, world first in the industry on integrating AI, but perhaps the first person who actually provide this collateral guarantee.
Can't start your camera.
Using Binance, being the largest exchange in the world. And he understands that the world is changing. Look at all the laws and all the crypto that is going on today. And for him to navigate through all these troubled waters, is not an easy
Talking
thing.
to a guy with half a face.
So many implications behind to his doing. And today we have seen the no KYC card. It may not mean much to some people, especially those that are new to crypto, but it is a very, very useful tool when companies would lock your account and stop your account.
So you put your name up
for no
and
reason,
they
just because that you are spending money on buying crypto. And the traditional banks would stop your account. And so it is important for us to wake up and recognize that this is real.
Okay.
And so I got to thank
you have to wake
Antonio
up and realize that it's real,
for
that when you
all of
invest
us,
in these Ponzi schemes
a
that they're
safer
promoting,
place, a real
you're just gonna
live
lose all your
trading
money.
bot that we can now see hashtag, and to verify the trade. So amazing. Thank you, Brother Ash, for having me.
That's all right, mate. No worries. Okay, he's locked the meeting. Look at the guy's face.
Hello?
Yeah. You're left alone now, mate. No one loves you.
So on to you back, Brother Ash.
Yeah, Brother Ash, he fallen over.
Yeah, it looks like Ash must have got knocked off or something like that. But
it's their mate.
Let's pass it on to Preston. I know that Preston is fresh back from Brazil. I know that he still has that zeal. He's been sharing a lot of the updates with us, calculations, and all of that good stuff. So Preston, go ahead and take it away,
guys.
Exactly,
can
man.
You hear me? Because I'm putting my microphone.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, perfect. The trip to Brazil was definitely a change for me because I was looking for something real. I've been out of this space for many years.
And you've come back and this is the best thing you've ever seen?
January,
and you're really excited?
Because I listened to a CEO who said, I have solutions, plan B and plan C. And guess what? That's exactly what this is about. Today we have a fantastic product. When I was in Brazil,
a fantastic product that they're really
feel
excited
the energy
about.
of the person.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, you can't fool that. Antonio is a real person with a real vision.
Look, you have to keep saying
and
he's a
his
real
vision
person.
is
We
to
get
help
the
people
idea he's
becoming
fake,
financially
but you're going
independent.
to bluff
So
it.
if you want to make $1 million or if you want to make just your living
Put
expenses,
your hand up, put a 1 in the chat room if you want to make $1 million.
Crypto markets are fantastic right now. In fact, the US is focused on making
So if the markets are fantastic, why do you need to invest in a Ponzi scheme? Just saying.
So we are on the right timing right now.
We're
and
on
we
the
have
right
a company
timing.
that you can absolutely make
Early investor.
money if you start immediately. So focus on getting your brand new people onto these calls because there is a large market. I can tell you.
You can tell you
my
trust this guy
work in the last
working
2-3
out of the
days,
Philippines.
I am focused on bringing people who have a lot of money. A lot of people have 1 Bitcoin value money. There's a lot
you
of
guys are
business
going to
people
love
out
me.
there
What
who
I
are
found.
hungry
Right-wing,
and looking for such opportunities.
Christianity, was struggling with it, trying to find his place, trying to find his home. And after a couple of years of struggling with that, and as you'll study Bill Wilson, he describes the night when at about midnight, sitting downstairs in his parlor, it's described, he was sitting downstairs in his parlor, when suddenly he found his hand flying across the page, and the next morning he read for the first time the 12 Steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. Truly, he says, I did not write them. I simply transcribed the words of God.
Let's see what happens if I go in there.
Do not think of me as being arrogant when I say this. In my feeling, when I penned what I'm now going to read to you, I was simply transcribing the words of God. That really and truly is what it is for me. This is called You Were There. And this, again, is the result of 5 years. And then it was 2 years of waiting after the 5 years was done. And I was sitting in the Franciscan Center in Tokyo, and in 7 minutes, which, by the way, is how many minutes Bill Wilson said it took him to write the 12 steps. In 7 minutes, this came out of my pen. It's called You Were There. And remember, this was an effort to come to understand the role that Mary played.
Video email.
Because of the attraction that I had.
I think I've blown my cover too soon. They won't let me
So
in now.
called You Were There. Hail, she who has been perfected in grace. Even Gabriel stood in awe of your goodness as he gazed upon your holy face.
Let's bring up Randy.
The Queen of Angels, a sight to behold, chosen from the foundation of time to lead all to her Son divine. Preserved by God from original sin, you rule over even the seraphim. With perfect faith to the angel you said yes, and we by Christ's mission will forever be blessed. Fulfilling prophecy of old, your womb became the ark of the new covenant, the Christ child to hold.
Here we are. Bring up Randy.
Just as David leaped with joy before the ark of God as salvation began to unfold, John, in the type long foretold, leaps in Elizabeth's womb from joy at your salutation, a salutation with eternal significance to all the nations.
Randy, answer your phone.
Mary, ever virgin, of course it is so, a perfect vessel within whom the Christ child could grow. The Holy Spirit confirms this to us. The ark of God
Holy
could never
Spirit,
be touched
the
by
ark
man
of
tainted
God.
with sin, not after so precious an infant had been carried within. Your commitment to a sacrificial life is in perfect harmony with your role as Joseph, the foster father of Jesus' wife. Things of God, which we know by faith to be true, you know because the Lord lived his life with you. He lived a life with which none can compare. Mother of Christ, O Virgin most fair, you can lead us to him because you were there. When the angel foretold the birth of Christ, you were there. Behold, the handmaid of the Lord. Let it be done to me according to your word.
I think there's a few
and the
people
word became flesh and dwelt
with
among
their eyes
men.
shut, like they're having a real.
When the Master was
conversation here.
conceived by the power of the Holy Spirit, you were there. When the Christ child was born, you were there.
Yeah.
When Jesus was presented in the temple, the fulfillment of the old covenant, you were there. When
Kept
Jesus
the
taught the
table.
doctors and elders, you were there. You kept all these things and pondered them in your immaculate heart. When Jesus returned from the
Samantha's
desert,
pretty
having
clever
withstood
today.
Satan's
She's
temptations,
not letting
you were
us in.
there. when Jesus was baptized. Though the scriptures are silent, I know in my heart that you were there.
Praise the Lord.
When the first miracle at Cana occurred, inaugurating the earthly mission of Christ, you were there.
Oh my God,
when Jesus carried his cross, you were there. When Christ was crucified, you were there. When our Savior looked to John and wished to grant to him and to all humanity, Holy Mother and Benefactress, you were there. When Christ died, you were there.
Oh my God.
When Jesus was taken down from the cross, you were there to receive his lifeless body into your arms. And at the empty tomb, you were there. When Jesus appeared as a resurrected being to his disciples, you were there. When the Holy Spirit was poured out upon the apostles,
I'm going to go in there and see if I can get in there. And I'm going to call myself Jesus.
You were there. When God looked throughout his creation of souls and looked for the woman worthy to be Theotokos, the God-bearer, the mother of Jesus, you were there. Immaculate Mary, redeemed by Christ in the first instant of life, conceived without sin through grace, preserved from the corruption caused by Adam's fall, which beset the human race. You were assumed into heaven, body and soul, and when you arrived, Jesus was there to receive you into his arms. Mary, Queen of Heaven, our Mother and Queen, enthroned in heaven, second only to God. Holy Mary, show us your grace. Let us behold your holy face. Lead us each day to your loving Son and help us return home when our earthly tasks are done. All glory and honor and praise go to God. God in whose wisdom and mercy gave us our blessed Mother and Benefactress.
Save me.
Upon whom we call for help, as we now pray with the same awe that Gabriel felt.
Call you for help.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Amen, Jesus.
Folks, that's a Marian devotion that was written before I was Catholic.
Oh my God.
And it was because I did something 100%.
You got the right.
And you know, today, this hangs framed in Carmelite monasteries around the United States. When we do something 100%, it takes people so off guard. They're not accustomed to seeing and experiencing something that resulted from 100%. And when it happens, they want to be in association with you. That's what happens. You see, I work the way that I work so that I can be more happy more of the time. And the side effect of me being more happy more of the time is that most people that I enroll seek me out. See, this is a business of attraction. It's not a business of promotion. You can chase candidates forever and not catch them.
I can't get you.
It is when the candidate sees in you something they want to have. Then they approach you and you can deliver whatever kind of message that is good and right.
Yes, $700 message.
So once again, I promise you all, it is not my intention to cause you to embrace my version of spirituality. It is my purpose to encourage you to embrace completely and fully a version of spirituality, making a decision to draw always near to God, never further. And it is my further guidance, counsel, advice, suggestion, request. Do things that are worth doing 100% and do them 100%.
Yeah.
And literally every outcome in your life will change. And they will all change for the better.
Oh, Randy, that's just
okay.
Oh my God!
I'll call upon just a couple of you for your comments, whatever they are. I'm going to call upon Keith. Get over here and figure out how to unmute Keith. And once again, you guys know that I'm not looking for anything. I just want to hear your comments.
$700 from everybody. Hey, Samantha. Keith. Keith. Alan. Alan.
Are you still there?
Alan.
Yep, we got you.
Alan.
Did we? Are we good? Are we good?
We're good. We're good. I want to tell you a testimonial.
Oops. Can you guys? Oh, I can hear you now. Yeah, we're good.
I got a bad internet connection tonight.
Can
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Why don't you turn off your video? And then
you can't hear
you. Okay, we can. But why don't you turn off your video? Then we'll be able to hear you better, maybe. Thank you.
Does that work?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
Should I turn my camera on?
Well, that's quite a poem, Brandy. Quite a poem.
That's quite a poem.
I can imagine it's touched a lot of souls.
Yeah, it touched me.
I come from a deeply religious family.
No shit, Sherlock.
A couple of churches founded. I have 17 first cousins, and 15 of them are ordained. Guess who was the black sheep in the family?
Get with the person who invited you here. If you're brand new, they can help you get started, answer your questions. do your own due diligence.
But interestingly,
who do we want to listen to?
You know, I think I've lived a spiritual life.
We don't push or pull anyone
I
into
certainly
this opportunity.
have many of the
Make
same
your own
beliefs you do.
decisions. And if you like
But
what you
I
see,
sure
then
did
we'll look forward to seeing you guys on the
test
inside. So
the
with
good
that,
Lord.
that's going to be the end for tonight. I'm going to get out the recording.
There was a time I was in prison.
Channels, and we will have another Zoom call happening at 10 a.m. Eastern
certainly
time.
I was
so
scared. I was
have
anxious.
a wonderful day or a wonderful
And
night.
I can remember
you guys
we
are in this
were
big,
able to
beautiful
walk
world.
around the track
Peace
and had a
blessings,
quarter
and ciao
mile
for now.
track.
Take care.
And I was walking around.
Aww.
And I was saying,
Didn't
Lord,
want to
I
answer a
know
question
that
from
I
Mike Hunt.
have forsaken you in many, many instances, but I know what you have to offer, and I haven't seen evidence of it here.
We don't know what he has to offer.
Lord, would you give me a sign that in this hellhole there still exists a Holy Spirit?
Oh my goodness.
And as I was walking around and continue to walk around, I had lots of prayers, but there came a point in time when I said that.
We're going to go shopping for another scam. Can't
And
listen to Randy all day
you
long.
can see my shadow up on the hill from the floodlights because they were watching us closely. Floodlights were throwing my shadow on the hill.
Really?
And the moment that I asked for evidence, a sign that the Holy Spirit was with me, two shadows were on the hill, walking together in unison.
Team Dynamics. We've got a meeting open with him.
Footprints in the sand. And then it kind of went away. I walked around into the darkness again. Again, it came around and boom, it came on again. I walked along, one shadow, boom, two shadows.
Boom.
And then finally, by the way, the first time it happened, I went to my knees. And the second time, I was like,
this Randy's meeting
isn't logical.
Dynamics.
You know, the logical mind kicks in. I said, this isn't logical.
Excuse me.
And I finally figured it out.
Okay, Team Dynamics.
In the big, tall, glaring floodlights that were on me,
password
one of the two bulbs had a intermittent short in it.
Oh, his internet's bad today.
But each time I asked for a sign of the Holy Spirit, it came back on and it shone stupid. All you asked for was a sign. All you asked for was a sign. And it was that night that I called my wife.
Yep.
And I said, I want you to make a list of everything you've ever wanted.
A list of everything you've ever wanted.
She said, you're in there 2 weeks. You've already lost your grip, huh? And I said, oh, no, I've got a really pretty solid grip now, and I've got a hand. And we're going, just count it. Count it as done. Just count it as done. And we ended up living our life that way.
I can't stand this guy either.
Counting it as done.
Yeah, Indian guy.
Let's get That's fantastic.
He's got 318 people in there.
Very much. I'm going to call upon.
This is like
my friend Thomas. Thomas, what's happening?
We're getting broadcasted live. I could tell you that, but you've shut the chat room off.
If I can find where I can unmute. How come I can't unmute?
I'm unmuted.
There we go. Okay.
Nope.
I got it, baby.
Good.
I got it, baby. I got you, baby.
This takes processing.
Does it?
He just gave us 25 years of stuff. I can't comment. I'm still processing. I think I'm still learning.
Are you?
What true 100% means.
Don't scam people.
Thinking, have I ever did anything
100%? No.
Or did I think I did something 100% because I was successful?
That'll be it.
And if I had done it 100%, how much more success would they have been? And
so Randy's got a new link.
Maybe I did that.
For his meetings.
I'm not sure, but I'm still. Get back to me in about a week and a half. Because right now I just need to, you kind of blow people's minds sometimes.
Oh, he has.
I need to process this, Randy. Thank you.
Oh,
very good. Thank you. And I'm going to call upon my friend Ray. Hold on, see.
People that need to process stuff
Ray Heron
shouldn't be looking at crypto opportunities. Just saying.
And Gregory, I'll unmute you right after Ray. You go ahead.
Okay. It's exciting, isn't it? It's like
a community. You make me speechless. I'm like Thomas. I felt like I've done a lot of things 100% in my life. I know, Thomas, when I was picking that cotton in Oklahoma for pennies a pound, I think I gave it 100%. I'm pretty sure I did. Business-wise, it all boils down to, I think, what we're going to all accomplished here at
It's
Talk
Wave back
Fusion.
again.
I got to believe that, I don't know at
The
this
reason why I
late in
like you,
life,
Jeff, because
Randy.
I am an
I think
energetic
I
person,
can
and
give
it's
it
not fake.
100%. I
I
am Tim
really
Good,
Keller.
am
Randy.
smiling.
And you
I'm excited,
encourage
and I'm
me.
loud
You
like
encourage all.
and it's not because I'm trying to cover something up or I'm sad, because y'all know when I'm sad. I'm gonna call y'all when I'm sad.
All right, here's a live
that's
one.
a part of me y'all investing in me. Like, I can't do it by myself. So if I feel like I'm down or I need some advice or I'm frustrated.
All right, this is a new one.
Because
Let's
I'm
go in
human,
here, everyone.
I'm gonna call y'all. That's y'all investing in me and helping me as the leader.
Okay.
So that's what I got out of it. Everybody that comes into the organization, I want them to feel important because I want to see where they at, and we got to keep that momentum for them. A lot of people saying, "Oh, you don't do your mixers no more, or you don't, when you gonna start your trainings?" Okay, I'm getting back to it, right? And that did help us build. But now that if we do a Saturday team building or I got a team now.
Yeah.
And it's not training, it's more because we got activity addicts for that. You see what I'm saying? We have activity addicts for strictly training and personal development and team building, right? But we come together, to talk accomplishment, and we can come together, in a good way. Accolade, celebrating promotion.
Yep.
That matters.
Here we go.
In your organization, because a lot of people join teams for fun, for real. You have Kiki, Amy, Miss Teresa. She's retired. She like getting on the call. She like plugging in. She may not do much, but she still plugs in. She like the word. She like how we talking and how we building, and she's enjoying herself as a senior citizen. So even knowing the people and their position and making them feel important will keep them.
Okay, let's cause some disruption
even though
here.
they're not even producing. She's trying, but I'm not going to make her feel low because of her personality, and we talked about that, knowing who people
God, you've got
are.
an annoying voice.
Who is this? Wait a minute. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was just saying your voice is really annoying. Can you change the tone of your voice just so it doesn't hurt my eardrums? Thanks.
Okay, yeah. Hold on.
We're going to do that just for you, buddy. We appreciate you.
I'm going to make Arvon a co-host.
Thank you. I was just talking to Jesus today, and he said to me that you guys are all going to hell for promoting multi-level marketing. Yeah. I'm going to hold your hand and I'm going to walk you down. I'm going to walk you down the stairs and take you from heaven to hell all in a heartbeat. Hey, we're broadcasting you live at the moment. You've been broadcasted live on the internet, and I'm going to put the name of that in the chat box so you can see that you're fully exposed. So you need to get your skinny little fat asses out of here and protect yourself, because you're just getting exposed all left, right, and centre by the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger. Haven't you guys thought about getting a real job? Okay, let's go back to the audio. Uh-oh, where's the audio? Let's see if we can go here.
Oh man, it's funny.
I made Arvon a co-host. Hold on.
There we go. I think he's kicked me out of all the rooms, but I'm still in one of them. Let's see if we can get, he's removed me out of that room as well. I don't know if I'm going to get sound. No, they found me. They found me. I don't know if I'm, how many other rooms I'm in. I think I've been removed out of all the connections I started up. Yeah, it looks that way. But we will go in one more time, as they say, just for shits and giggles to see whether we can get back in this room. Deleting browsing history. Let's just see if they're dumb enough to let me back in here. Anyway, let's have a bit of fun there. Pick a name. Let's see, we've got a name. Let's go, let's pick her name. Let's go Avon. A-V on iPhone. Turn my thing off here, and we'll have sound for the start, and if it turns into anything, I will flip you over. And we can
do that.
Here we go.
Yeah, so normally what I do on this call I wasn't on my desktop, but I can close the meeting, meaning nobody could come in.
That's true.
So I can literally close the meeting on the call. But
I can close the meeting and I can keep the security pretty good. In the meantime, she lets me in and we get to go in there again. Bit of a laugh, isn't it? So that's a bit of a laugh. So let's just go back to where we were. We've got Randy, which we could listen to, but Randy does actually do my heads in. Heads in, is that a word? I'm just going to go back and get rid of that. I don't even know what they were peddling there, but I have seen that guy before. So let's go back to Randy for a bit. He'll be just about on his knees praying now.
And for what you're offering us tonight and maybe in the next year or so, maybe continue. 2 years, 3 years down the road.
Yeah, it's going to be good,
I
brother.
love that.
Thank you. One thing that I can assure you we will experience when people go through the boot camp, we then become community and it never stops. Right? It never stops.
It never
Carol
stopped.
raised her hand, so I'm going to just click on Carol briefly. And
since 2013.
Carol will be our final commenter. So, all right, let's see. There we go. Carol. Okay, you're unmuted.
Carol,
fire away, Carol.
And Cynthia.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Carol.
Cynthia's there too. Hi, everyone.
I want to see what my name is.
I was listening to you earlier, and I did write down who I am, but I was thinking, acceptance. I say the acceptance. Matter of fact, I started out my day with the acceptance prayer today. But the one sentence in there that I return to a lot is.
So I put my self back in visibility here, and my name is Mike Hunt.
Because I thought of myself as being a mistake for so many years.
Oh, okay. We still are.
When I say that, and I say the whole thing.
Okay.
That makes me realize
She's going to cry.
I can't put myself down.
No, don't bother. Let other people do it for you.
God hasn't put me down. So
that's true. That's a bit of a cliche, though, isn't it? I'm going to be okay.
I love that. That is great. Matthew said Cynthia. I don't see us. Oh, there's Cynthia. Okay, yeah. Cynthia, fire away.
Cynthia. Oh, there's a picture. This is my
Probably
picture.
Can't see this. It is a little bronze of the angel talking to Mary.
Archangel.
Okay.
On the table right behind me. And the Annunciation. It's a modern fiction.
Yeah.
But thank you for sharing that. I too would like that poem. That's beautifully written. I serve as an interfaith chaplain for disaster relief and trauma.
Oh my God, you should get knighted by the Queen.
I lived in the Columbine Lakes, in the Columbine Valley when Columbine happened, and I had a front row seat to that grief counseling. When I came out here, I was asked by my faith leader
if I wanted to be trained. That's why you don't get a counselor's, guys, because that's the sort of quality that you get.
And I said, yes, I'll be trained as an interfaith chaplain. So
what the hell?
I go with the city of Pittsburgh if I'm needed, where there's been a disaster.
Wow, she's like a Pharisee,
and God is always in the middle of
outside God's temple in the flashy clothes.
But thank you for your spirituality, and I serve as an interfaith chaplain. I serve people of all faiths,
I hear you.
All beliefs or no beliefs.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, and I believe big time in religious liberty. We all ought to have the right to worship as we please. Sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you for your spiritual things tonight. I loved it. And
let's go for Mike Hunt, shall we?
We must all speak highly of ourselves because God,
we are
created in the image of God. And he didn't make any mistakes.
Here we go. Now listen to them all talk about Mike Hunt.
And it's something we all have to work on, but speak highly of yourself.
Yeah.
Because
Talk Fusion.
You are
it is Talk
a miracle.
Fusion.
Each one of us is a miracle. So thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you all. My last thought for you all.
Mike Hunt.
Remember this lesson. The lesson was about doing something
kicked out of
100%.
Say goodbye, everyone.
There was a spiritual component because that was something and is something that I do 100%. I want everybody to know and not have any question about this. There is opposition.
Oh, and it got removed. Oh, poor Samantha. She just realized I've been in there for the whole meeting. Not that we wanted to stay and listen to the whole meeting, but that's Randy. Say, Randy, we've got some nice pictures of you, Randy. Just in case you didn't see that, there we go. Oh, your lovely pictures. All right, so let's go back. I think we're just about done. What else are we missing here? Anything in the Avenger chat that I need to bring up? I'll just have a wee look. We've got a whole lot of new ones that we needed to go in today, which should be pretty cool. We actually managed to storm into some of the new links that were emailed through to me. Passcode. Oh, you're making my life difficult. Hold it. Oh, God. Look at this passcode. Oh, watch the recording. Let's have a look, see what we're going to watch here, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Brewer's personal meeting room, shared gear with speaker view. Wait for it, kids. 33 minutes of joy. We can watch this video. It's a private one, and you're going to learn, no doubt, about how you can make a passive income. Hello, mate.
All right. Hey, guys.
Hi.
So the purpose of this Zoom over the next few minutes is to communicate something to you that I am super, super excited
about.
A friend of yours might have shared this with you,
Oh,
and you might be
friend.
going,
This
what
doesn't
are they
sound like
going to sell
multi-level
me?
marketing.
Lotions, potions, creams, hair growth product, whatever.
Oh my God,
right?
how's
And
that
you're probably
hair
not
growth
wanting to watch
product
this.
working
So
for
hang
you,
out, because I'm going to share something. I'm going to move really quickly because there's lots of time and
We're
you
going to
can
rush
always
you
go
through
back
it,
and
so
look
you
at
have
the
fear of missing out
details later
techniques.
that I maybe go quickly through.
Yeah, well,
But guys,
listen to
my name
him.
is Scott Brewster. I'm not an employee of the company. I don't represent the company. I'm just a dad and a husband, and I love to travel the world.
There's this hard luck story.
And when I do it, I'd rather not pay exorbitant prices if
For
I know that
travel.
I can get this membership and get really great prices.
Okay.
So I want to talk to you for a few minutes about
You listen to him for a
something that's
bit. We'll
launching
flip
this
through here and see if
summer
we
of
can find another
25
meeting.
called Kingdom Travel Club.
The Kingdom Travel Club?
I get approached all the time. I've been really successful building
So have I.
side gigs in the past,
I've been
and so I get
successful
approached
exposing
constantly.
scammers and naming
Look
and
at
shaming
this, look
people.
at this, how about this? And I'm just not into the product world anymore, but I do absolutely cherish looking at my wife's
It's that
face when
Indian
she's
guy.
looking at the Amalfi
385 people
Coast
listen to him every
or
day.
walking around Washington, D.C. with my kids and saving a ton of money.
Yeah.
And if I can figure out a way to turn my love of travel into an income source,
Uh-huh.
I'm all ears, right?
Oh, yeah.
So when a friend of mine a few weeks ago now just told me about this company, guys, I think about three things when
A
I
few
think
weeks
about a
ago,
company.
and he's already like 100
Who's
in bed
behind
with
it? You know, can I
Yeah.
reach out and touch the founders,
No.
the owners?
No.
You
Let
know,
me guess. You
do I
can?
trust those people, right?
They're a friend
So
of a
we're going
friend?
to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to kick off into some slide shares here. But
Okay.
guys,
Whoa,
who's
what's
behind
this
the
one?
company? Boom. Number one. What the
575
product
people.
is, believe it or not, number two. And the timing
Team
of
Core.
what's happening is number three.
Um,
Although in this case, it's really tied with number one. As much as I love Bobby and Michelle Schaefer, who started Kingdom
So we're
Travel
listening
Club,
to this recording because
I'm
Bob
super,
destroyed
super
their
excited
live
about
session
the
the other day,
timing.
and this is their
Now,
comeback.
timing is, I look at that in a couple of different ways. People right now are really, really struggling, and they can't even
Bob.
dare to dream anymore.
Look at the hands up here.
When I say
This looks
that,
like
what I mean
Einstein's wall.
is, sure, everybody wants to see their spouse in Paris. Everybody wants to go to Honolulu.
This is
But when you're
Team
spending
Dynamics
$500 at the
Zoom.
grocery store when it used to be $300, you know, you got to set your priorities. You got to be an adult, right? So the timing of bringing something this aggressively priced that helps people see the world and helps create those smiles,
Mike Hunt.
we're giving people back the freedom to dream again in a time where they really need it. Also, timing
All right,
is,
mate.
have you ever heard about something and you thought, oh, I would have crushed Chick-fil-A. If I had known that, I'd have done it. I missed the timing. Same thing with Amazon or buying Walmart stock or whatever. I'm sure at some point you missed
so this
the
is a
boat and you
groundbreaking
think,
opportunity.
the timing was just off. Well, guys, if
shut
you're
up, mate.
watching
What
this
have you got
video,
for us? Let's go. Come on, get your pitch deck on the wall. Where it is, here it is. And let me guess, the Travel Club? Will KTCU unlock it all? Okay, let's have a listen. Let's see what he's got.
and they say, hey guys, I'm going to sell you my inventory, and let's say it's a $200 room. I'm going to sell it to you for $200, and I expect you to never, never, never sell it for less than $400, right?
Wow.
So it's when you're out there cruising and you're pulling up all those things, you might notice you might think, well, how do they always have the same pricing? Everybody has the same pricing.
Yeah.
It's because they're buying the inventory and they have to follow the same
Oh my
rules.
God, I never heard of that before.
They
And I've
buy
been in
a
the travel
$200
industry for
room,
10
they
years
can't
with my
sell it for
company
less
called
than
New
400.
Zealand's Information Network.
What is unique for a travel club
Jesus
like
Christ.
ours is because of
Have a
your
look through here.
membership, you get closed door pricing because you're
Closed
paying
door
for a
pricing.
membership that gets you things that
Oh,
other
you're
people
paying for a
can't get
membership.
access to.
Do you see
all
the
right?
pattern here,
So
guys?
we have the
What's
ability to
point
do
of difference
things
with
just
any
like
of
these
these
big
Ponzi
guys on the
schemes and
screen
scams
here.
that we're looking
But
through
when
at the
you
moment?
share it with
Can
your
anyone
friends
figure
and
that out?
family, not only
I
are
don't
you
think
going
you
to do
can.
big things and you're going to travel the
back.
world, your friends and family are going to want to do it. And when they do it, it's going to help financially
Or
fund
not.
your
Your
travels. And we're
friends
going to
and
talk more
family.
about that
Boy,
in
you
a
wouldn't
few
want to have
minutes.
friends, would you? If they tried to get you into
So
it?
what most people don't know is that little secret, right?
That little
The
secret.
travel
He's
agents and
going to hear it to
insiders
you
get massive
because he loves
discounts,
you.
but
He
these
wants your babies.
Expedias and Pricelines and Orbits and those guys with the
Right, what was that
open
one?
door policy, meaning you can just go out on the internet and look it up. You don't pay anything for access to that. There's a
We
closed
might
door.
just go back into Randy's room
There's
for a wee
a
while.
open door
Just
policy
curious.
that costs you money, where ours is a closed door. So we'll talk
Excuse
more
me.
about that here as we move along. But guys, You'll see some of the benefits of and some of the costs we're trying to avoid. And I think that Santorini there, that's one of my favorite places. I believe that Santorini in Greece.
I want to see if I can go back into
So
Randy's
membership has its benefits. So what do you get? Guys, when you join us, you're going to get travel agent rates. You're going to get access to cruises, all-inclusive resorts, vacation homes. We recently partnered with VRBO. When you go through us and get the VRB access, you're going to get what I'm going to refer to over the next few minutes as coins. I might slip up and say points, but it's sort of like points on your credit card, but it can be used as cash on our site. But it's coins that you
to buy the
products.
Ways.
When you book a room or house through VRBO through your website, because this is going to be your website that you book for yourself, you're going to get coins which accumulate towards trips.
I'm just going to see if I can get.
We're going to show you how to get free trips, activities, excursions, concerts.
This is going to change my life.
Price guarantee. If you sign up and you find something better out there, they're not only going to match it, they're going to give you 10% of the difference. So 110% price guarantee. All right. So massive travel inventory, guys. Remember, all of those companies a minute ago on that other slide, obviously they're not going to play with the little boys. So guys, we have 30,000 cruise itineraries, 30,000, 1.2 million hotel properties.
Hey, No Limit might be going again.
City and beach weekly getaways, 700 airlines we work with. And by the way, guys, airlines are
700 airlines we work with.
There. But when you purchase your airline through your website, you're going to get coins. And acquisition of coins is critical because it's going to help you travel more in the future. 650,000 destination homes and 400,000.
Well, I have not heard of this before.
Which are big savings with this model.
Mm.
Now, I was joking with the owner last night. Michelle and I were talking, and we're going to change the slide. I know it's sort of an eye chart, but I'm not going to go through it in detail.
Okay, so I've got kicked
you'll
out of this
notice,
meeting.
guys, the savings are tremendous all over the world. Hotel savings between 10 and 75%. Vacation weeks. Cancun, Orlando, Honolulu, the vacation weeks are unbelievable. We were looking at some of these great escapes the other day, and in some cases, the prices for a week were less than I was seeing for a day on some of the websites. So we're really proud of these great escapes, guys. And every time you book anything, you're going to get coins. So you're going to save money, and you're going to be accumulating coins that you later use just like cash on the website.
I know what that was.
We're going to talk about a really exciting kind of way to use the coins here in a minute, but we'll get to that. Okay. So here's another example. You'll see Expedia is 2,763, which means they're all 2,763 for this specific week at this.
It's open 20 more browsers.
And you can see there's a savings of 1,234 in savings with KTC, Kingdom Travel Club. But look at the coins you earn. You earn almost 2,300.
So he flipped it from money into coins.
Guys, coins are banked in your account. So not only are you saving money for your trip and you're seeing things that your friends might not be able to do because they're afraid about the price, you're also banking coins. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a foreshadowing here about.
Oh, he's going to give you some insider information.
When you share this platform with your friends and family, they're going to want to save money, and you can just say, "Well, look, guys,
how do you know
why
that?
don't you try
my
it out?
family might like spending too much money on these.
I'm going to give you an all-access pass, and you can go in and book one thing, right? So if they're having a trip to Orlando and there's a hotel and there's flights or rental cars, they can choose the most expensive thing, book it through here, get all of these savings on that one thing."
Hey, if I lose
getting a little taste, right?
Lose the
and then you get a
notification
notification that your friend booked a travel event.
Thanks for being here.
Whatever coins, 500, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000.
Oh,
you get coins based on their travel savings. Now, if they were a member, they'd be getting their own coins. So after the trip, they're going to call you.
Hey, Derek.
They're going to say, "How'd the trip go?"
Hey, yeah, mate.
Like, "Oh my God,
having a bit of funny
Scott,
today.
So much
I've
money."
got multiple windows
and
open.
I'm going to be like, "I
as
saw
per
that.
normal.
You saved $2,000. I'm
just
so glad I
trying
can
to,
help you." And they're going to be like, "Well, how can we join? We want to be a member." And then you're going to share something like that I'm showing you here, and they're going to become your member, and you're going to start growing your team. And we'll show why that's so impactful in a minute. But you can also sort of joke with them and say, "Hey, by the way, I got 2,300 coins when you went on that trip and saved all that money, and I'm going to use those coins towards future travel."
Oh,
so we'll talk more about that in just a second. Here's another example: 2,100 coins, 422 in savings.
In here.
You go into Maui. Expedia was 1867. And you can see that we're dramatically less. Now, guys, look.
She's going to remove me. Oh, I got removed again. Okay, so now we need to go back in here with somebody's name. So we need to pick. So the person that was talking, Debbie Steele. So we've got no limits back in here again. So she's obviously policing the room. So we need to go into Martha. We need to go Martha. Martha. KIEFFER. And we'll go iPad. iPhone, I think might be better. iPhone. Ooh. Martha. And now what we do is we hit, first thing we do is Opera. And we go in there and we clear our browsing history. Brilliant. And then we hit enter and we go back in there. And this time we go in there with a name they're familiar with. And let's see if it works. She's going to... so anyway, that travel guide just obviously offers you travel. And now we've got no limits. And if anyone else wants to join us on that one there, Jolly Snack if you can, to see if you can get in there. And she's going to be saying, have you got yourself, they're going to be asking her friend, are you trying to get in here on your iPhone? And she'll go, no, it's not me. And we'll go, okay then, it must be the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. And all we're doing is disrupting their times and energies. But no doubt, in no time, we'll probably be kicked out of here. But they would have had a discussion about it, and we would have caused disruption. And it may actually get somebody's brain starting to figure out, oh, there we go, got removed. So that's what fun we have. All right, let's go through these ones, and let's see if there's anyone else in here running any other meetings other than that. Oh, I don't know what that one is. Oh, that's interesting. So I have to figure out that one there. So let's do this. Legend. Oh, that's just loving my life at the moment. Leg. End. There we go. Jack Madoff. Biggest scam ever. Where are we? So we'll listen to him rave on because it's always good to be gaslighted and listen to the techniques.
Sometimes you're going to go out there and our costs are going to be the same as their cost. We encourage you to plow through and go all the way to checkout like you're going to check out, and then they start throwing all those fees in there. When you see ours, it's all the fees and taxes and resort charges and all that stuff. They're all included in our pricing. So the savings are actually going to be significant if you go all the way down to the end. Now, sometimes I'm going to encourage people to always go out and check. Because, guys, you can check a price at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it's $400.
Now
and
he's
you can
making it confusing.
5 o'clock in the afternoon and it dropped to $280 or up to $600. Everything's out there moving. Inventory moves, but it moves through all of these other engines at the same level, right? Expedia goes down, Priceline goes. I mean, they all move together in a wave.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas a closed membership like we have is going to allow you to just go out there and always be looking for that dream trip to Hawaii, and you'll get a pop one day.
Wow.
Here's cruises, guys. Tons of itineraries, all the cruise lines. I'm actually going on a cruise July 6th through the 12th. I'll be doing a live event from the cruise ship talking about travel and
oh my
how great
God,
it is,
this guy's
trying to get more and more people out into the world and creating memories. So, guys, anytime you book anything through our engine, you're going to be accumulating coins, as you see up there in the right, the KTC Gold coin. All right. There's membership perks. We'll be talking about the cost of membership here in a second. When you're a member, you're going to get perks. Now, they're working out the details. I'm talking to Bobby and Michelle.
I might be just logging into that room now.
We're working out the details, but it's going to be something like when you join and you pay it for 2 or 3 months, you and your spouse are going to get access to a cruise, and we can all kind of get to know each other and cruise around the Caribbean or wherever it is. 80 to 90% off. There's some port charges and things, but 80 to 90% off as a welcome. So as you start to calculate, in my opinion, as much as I travel, I can't afford not to do this membership. But as you start to kind of calculate the monthlies, remember
जो 2500 और 5000 होगा तभी आप 7% पे जाएंगे। तो यहाँ पर क्या चल रहा है, ये 600 जो है यहाँ 1200 हो गया, तो यहाँ 600 का 1% $6 हो जाएगा। उसी प्रकार से यहाँ पर मान लीजिए $1000 की आईडी हो गई, क्योंकि आपका आईडी पर 2x है, आपका आईडी तो आप टॉप अप तो करेंगे ही, आपका आईडी बढ़ेगा, नीचे बढ़ेगा, नीचे $2000 बिजनेस हो गया, ये 1000 क्वालिफाई माना जाएगा। 1000 का 1% होता है $10। साहब यहाँ $1100 का भी बिजनेस होगा ना, $1100 आपका है और $2200 का नीचे हो जाएगा $1100 का 1% होगा $11। कल $2000 का बिजनेस हो जाएगा ऊपर और $4000 का
This meeting is being recorded.
$20। लेकिन आपको समझना है
This meeting is being recorded.
अब आपको यहाँ समझना है, आप अगर स्लाइड पे जाएंगे तो वहां पर ये चीजें लिखा हुआ है कि आपको कितना परसेंटेज मिलना है। हम आपको ये रिपीट कर देते हैं यहाँ पर कितना मिलना है। हम कुछ चीजों को मिटा लेते हैं, ये चीजें क्लियर हो जाएगी आपको।
Can I put my camera
गौर
on?
से समझिएगा,
No.
आप प्लान समझने के लिए नहीं आए।
No.
घड़ी में बार-बार टाइम मत देखिएगा, टाइम देखेंगे फिर चीजें समझ में आपको नहीं आने वाला है।
No.
और ऐसे भी आप डे 1 आप मीटिंग पे बैठे हुए हैं, हम भी चीजों को सीख रहे हैं, प्लस आपके साथ हम साझा भी कर रहे हैं, दोनों चीजें हो रही साथ में। चलिए
Mike Hunt's already got his hand up.
कैपिंग लगी हुई है।
I'll put my hand
कैपिंग
up there.
कितना है? नॉन वर्किंग पे कैपिंग आप वहां पर देख चुके हैं।
Alrighty, so we've got
पहले आपके
Mike
साथ में
Hunt.
साझा किया गया है। हम
We've got
थोड़ा
2
सा
Mike Hunts in the same room.
परसेंटेज को इसका मिटा लेते हैं, ताकि जगह कुछ कंजेस्टेड हो रहा है इधर। चलिए,
So this is telling you how much money you're going to make.
ये चीजें तो आप नोट कर लिए होंगे।
Crazy.
अब देखिए यहाँ पर कैपिंग क्या है।
Why he's cooking. Oh,
नॉन वर्किंग का जो कैपिंग है डेली का, यानी डेली जो आपका जो इनकम जो होगा उस पे कैपिंग बना हुआ है। तो डेली इनकम पे कैपिंग जो होगा नॉन वर्किंग पे है $0.25 यानी 25 सेंट। इससे ज्यादा आपको नहीं मिलेगा। आपका इन्वेस्टमेंट का 2x मिलेगा, लेकिन इससे ज्यादा नहीं मिलेगा, ताकि ये प्लान कभी भी टूटने वाला नहीं है। कोई कितना बड़ा व्यक्ति आकर के यहाँ पर बड़ा कोई फंड लगा देगा, उसको 2x मिलेगा, समय के साथ मिलेगा, नो कि बहुत कम समय में वो स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को खाली करके स्कैम कर ले या फ्रॉड हो जाए, ऐसा कोई चांस यहाँ पर नहीं है। तो आपको यहाँ पर अगर नॉन वर्किंग रैंक पे है तो आपको मिलेगा 0.25 यानी 25 सेंट। अगर आप यहाँ पर एसोसिएट हैं तो आपको कितना मिलेगा 30 यानी 0.30 यानी 30 सेंट आप इसको बोल सकते हैं, परसेंटेज नहीं है, यहाँ डॉलर में है। और आगे जो प्रमोटर है उस पे आपको कितना मिलेगा $2 यानी प्रमोटर
हम
इसको भी सजा करेंगे आगे आपको, ताकि चीजें क्लियर हो जाएगी। आप यहाँ पर सिल्वर पे है तो यहाँ $100 आप ले पाएंगे, डायमंड पे है तो आप यहाँ पर $200 ले पाएंगे, ब्लू डायमंड पे है तो $300 का कैपिंग है पर डे, और आप क्रोन डायमंड है तो $500 का लेंगे आप। $500 पर डे मैक्सिमम आप यहाँ पर डेली का एक्टिविटी इनकम ले पाएंगे आए हुए ग्लोबल टीम के अकॉर्डिंग, और आपका रैंक अचीवमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग आपको $500 मिलेगा। इससे कितना बड़ा उसकी आईडी कल के डेट में $5 लाख पे क्यों न चले जाए। $500 से कोई भी व्यक्ति यहाँ पर $1 भी ज्यादा नहीं ले पाएगा। 500 मैक्सिमम कीपिंग है। $500 बोलिए तो 9×5=45, कहने मतलब 45 से 50,000 रुपया पर डे महीने का हो जाता है 15 लाख रुपया। सिर्फ आप बोनस से कमा सकते हैं। किसी भी प्रोजेक्ट में इतना छोटा अमाउंट स्टार्ट करके इतनी बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी आपको नहीं मिलेगा। अभी तो बात हम एक ही इनकम का कर रहे हैं आपके साथ में, और ये $500 आप यहाँ से ले सकते हैं। लेकिन आपको समझना है चीजों को यहाँ पर। चलिए आपके सामने ये स्टार रैंक समझते हैं यहाँ पर कि आप किस प्रकार से चीजों को इन्वेस्ट करने वाले हैं। ये $500 की आईडी है, आपने $1,000 का बिजनेस भी दे दिया, आपका स्टार रैंक। तो साहब यहाँ पर बनता है कितना, लोग कंफ्यूज क्या रहता है यहाँ पर। आपको तो दिखा दिया है कि $10, ये $10 की कैपिंग है, कैपिंग है ये। और आपकी आईडी अगर $500 की है, 1% यहाँ पर है लिखा हुआ, तो यहाँ बनेगा कितना $5, $10 नहीं बनेगा। $10 का कैपिंग का मतलब हो जाता है कि आपकी आईडी $800 पे जाएगा, $1600 आप नीचे कर देंगे तो $8 डेली लेंगे। तो यहाँ $10 मैक्सिमम है, यानी $8 मिलेगा। अगर $1,000 की कल के डेट में आईडी जाएगा, अगर $2,000 का हो जाएगा तो 1% इसका हो जाता है $10 यहाँ तक मिलेगा। लेकिन अब आगे बात करते हैं, आपका आईडी हो जाता है $1,500 का, नीचे बिजनेस हो जाता है $3,000 का, तो $1,500 का 1% होता है कितना साहब, $15। कैपिंग लगी हुई है $10 का, $5 आपको नहीं मिलेगा। सॉरी, $10 के आगे जो होगा $11, $12, $13 जो भी बन रहा है ये $10 ही मिलेगा। इधर जितना भी बन रहा है वो प्लस आउट होगा, लेकिन जितना बन रहा है प्लस आउट कब तक होते रहेगा, जब तक कि आप सिल्वर रैंक को अचीव नहीं कर लेते हैं। $500 और आगे 2500 और 5000 है। आपकी आईडी अगर $2,400 पे भी है, गौर से समझिएगा चीजों को।
Last one will be freedom.
सिस्टम क्यों लंबा चलेगी, इन चीजों को समझने में थोड़ा सा वक्त लगेगा। और एक भाई साहब जो कहते थे उधर से आप मीटिंग में सुने होंगे, मेरा सारा क्वेश्चन नोट डाउन है कि साहब ये प्लान ज्यादा दिन नहीं चल
And then
पाएगा।
last one.
तो मेरा मानना है
I'm good, aren't I? Freedom.
ये तो वक्त बताएगा कि कितना दिन चलता है
all in caps.
और यहाँ पर लीडर्स कितना इनकम करते हैं, काहे कि नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग या कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट कुछ भी चीजें एक संभावनाओं पर टिका हुआ होता है कि वहाँ पर कितनी बड़ी पॉसिबिलिटीज है। अगर आप आज का मीटिंग से पहले आप अगर आए होंगे तो आपने देखा होगा कि जो वीडियो जो चलाया गया था हर्षवर्धन जैन साहब का,
Okay, guys, I think we're going to go through the whole lot one more time. It's 23 minutes past the hour, so all the good stuff's probably gone for today.
आप कितना बड़ा कुछ कर
I hope
सकते हैं
you've
वहाँ
enjoyed
पर।
the broadcast. As
तो
you
उन
can see.
चीजों को आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं कि इस प्लान में कितनी बड़ी खूबसूरती
Oh
ये
my
प्लान
goodness,
टूटेगा
Susie,
ही
have you
नहीं।
got another one?
अब मान लीजिए इस व्यक्ति का
killing me.
कितना आगे का रैंक है 2500
Here we
लो
go.
होकर के ये व्यक्ति का हो जाता है
Launching the meeting.
$2400। समझने में सुविधा होगी आपको $2400 और नीचे हो जाएगा $4800। ये
So look,
$2400 क्वालिफाई हो गया।
I'll see if we
तब अभी
can
ये रैंक किस रैंक पे है, ये
shut him up for a
स्टार
bit.
रैंक पे है, उसका परसेंट।
Thank you very much. We'll leave him like that. Mike Hunt will go in there like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, did we go back? We're going to go back. We'll shut that one down. This will be live. This looks live. Is this the same one? Oh, we've already gone in there?
तो इसको आप यहाँ 25 कर लीजिए ना, 25 और 5000
I
ये
think-
फटाक से रैंक।
I think we're already into that one. We're in the same meeting there, aren't we, Suze? Okay. 7-2? Maybe. All right, let's try it here. I'll try it for a fresh window point of view. 1, you ready? Here we go. This could be our last meeting for the day. Dan's going to go do some work, I promise. Mike Hunt. We actually might change that to a more friendly name. Susie Avenger. There you go. That's a nice name, isn't it? What do you think? Oh,
25
It's the
उसको आप
same
अगर
meeting.
प्रतिशत निकालिएगा तो ये हो जाता है
We're
31.25।
stuck in the vortex,
आपको
Suze.
सीधा इनकम $31 से प्लस होना स्टार्ट हो
I
जाएगा
actually thought that
और ये
counts.
सिलसिला रहेगा यहाँ $100 का कैपिंग।
All right, so just for shits and giggles, we're going to run through all the meetings that we've got open. To give you an idea, we've got the cruise ship guy who's obviously now gone into webinar mode because we've harassed him so much he can't run his meetings without being disrupted and look like a total ass. And you can save 80 to 90% for a 4-night cruise. How ridiculous is that? So he's telling you that if you sign up, you're going to save 80 or 90% on a cruise, and they will sell you discounted travel rates that you can put money up on and make a commission. That's ridiculous. But that could explain why that lady who can now walk, who was in a wheelchair on a cruise ship, said that she's been on 300 cruises. Maybe she was selling the same thing. All right, waiting for the host to start the meeting is all I'm looking at when I go from room to room. When you see a room like that, that means I've probably opened that tab twice. So I'll try to miss those. Waiting for the host to start the meeting, waiting for the host to start a meeting, waiting for the host to start a webinar. A lot of them are going on to webinar, because they can't. And also, in case you're wondering, Zoom's policy says that you're not allowed to use their platform to promote multi-level marketing. So you would wonder why I've got 150 different tabs open at the moment with people promoting multi-level marketing. That's because they don't give a shit. And we have closed down about 100 meetings in my time, but the amount of time it takes me to report them and get them to listen is astronomical. And at the very end of it all, they got sick of listening to me and they decided to ban me from Zoom. So now I'm a bit of a vigilante against Zoom because I'm trying to stop and enforce their own policies, but they've decided to turn a blind eye to them, which is breathtaking, really. Alrighty. So that could be us. That could be us today. I think we've done a pretty amazing job. If you didn't get the start of the video, go back to the start. You'll listen to May Summer Vu, who's now become an Avenger. Not that she's going to be in our Avenger team, but she's now exposing Ponzi scheme and scams. And she's going to become a crypto, what do they call them? Entrepreneur, cryptoneer educator. And she's going to help you stopping getting scammed. Even though for the last 5+ years, the only thing she's done is continuously promoted Ponzi schemes and scams, and now she's started up, well, she's rekindled her everyone puts their hand up. She's restarted up her YouTube channel, hoping that she can actually hook people into a veneer that she is like a, what do you call it? A wolf in sheep's clothing. Here we go. All right. So now all these windows are shut. Yeah. So we haven't seen, and some of these people must be getting more and more cleverer, because there is actually 600 people in this Zoom meeting. Listen to this guy broadcast this on his iPad or his iPhone, who knows? And it's just ridiculous. And this is a scam that we actually have done stuff on in the past. So if you ever want to know anything about these scams, so for example, you've got this one, you just go to DeHeck.com. Let me show you how that works. And if you come to DeHeck, and look, it's even got a red error up here telling you don't connect anything to it because it's a phishing scam. But if you go to my website and you search, you will see, oh, nothing. Did we not do that one? We did do that one. But there is... No, we've actually done this scam in the past, but for some reason it doesn't come up when I search for it. Pocket, Steve Cohen, Live, Exposed, Hendry. No, oh, there it is. Corvarius. Isn't that Corvarius? Let's have a look. Yeah, that's Corvarius. And Corvarius. So what did I get then? Oh, Core DeFi. Is that different? It's the same, isn't it? So this website here, which has been hammered to death, keep changing their domain names. So if we went to their other domain name, we would see it's actually the same company. So if we go back to here, now why does a company do that? So if I go edit the post, guess what? The website is not accessible. So what have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're going to go in there again. Susan, you're going to let me go do some work? I don't think so. All right, so I'm just going to go here, and guess what? The website isn't here. So we're just going to go through here and just check. So where they talk about crypto Ponzi scheme today, but Corvarius. So I'm just going to link that through to this domain name here. And these guys keep changing their domain name every 10 minutes, which is amazing. So now we're going to go here, and we're going to open that in the new window, and we are going to go update. Now, if I go back to, wait for that to update, and we'll wait for Suze to go into here. And then Cordeo. Just going to shut down a couple of other windows that I don't need anymore. 1, 2, 3. I like to count 4. Bye-bye, Randy. Bye. And that's that. While that's loading, we'll go back to here. And now if you go to here, and if you did go to my website now, you should be able to search for the domain name, and that should, there it is, it works. And now we've got it coming up. So isn't that great? And if you're clever enough, Danny, we'll go to here, and you can read all about the scam and what they're offering there. So you don't need to take my word for it. You can take the research that we've done. And now we're going to put that domain name into the list of tags, and we'll go add update. And that's great. So hopefully that will help people find that scam. Now we're going back to, we'll just, also Corvarius. If you do a search on Corvarius on the interweb, you'll probably find that somewhere along the top 10, well, you should have found me in the top 10, but there's quite a bit. But if you went in here and it is it a scam, you'll probably find me in here somewhere soon. I hope so. I don't even come up in the results. I'm losing my edge. What's the story going on there? Let's go to page 10. There must be a lot of hype on the internet about that. But maybe that's because I haven't put the right title in that blog. Maybe that's the problem. Corvarius. Let's have a look at here. Corvarius, another Ponzi scheme or a scam. I think I can actually sacrifice this blog. And what I could do is I could actually put the domain name, Corvarius. What is the name of this company? Corvarius. It is actually called Corvarius. I love the fact that their domain name doesn't work. So I'm going to go to the Corvarius, and I'm going to see if they've got the other one that I just found. I'm dribbling on here, really not making much sense. Okay, so the password you said is 1234. How's that work? So password, if you're seeking an English version of what they are talking about. Oh, I see. So you can go to that.
Hello, friends. Today we will learn.
Oh, I don't like that music, unfortunately. Just saying. Let's have a look and see if they're carrying play.
And many other projects related.
Oh, I got background music. Defo. So we need to put defo on it. So 31 people 21 hours ago. Oh my goodness, is that all they've got? Comments are off. Any scam that has their comments off, wouldn't trust them. But what I am getting at is here, scam exposed. I'm going to go core DeFi. I'm going to update that URL. Boom. And I'm also going to grab that domain name, and I'm going to put it in here and put it in brackets. And then I'm going to rebuild that blog. And that will help it come up in the search engines. And also, I wonder if I could just do, I might just do that in brackets like that. Might be better. And just get rid of that there. Get rid of that there. And I'm just going to see whether I can add that core DeFi into the very bottom search engine words. Core various brackets. Scam 66 character Ponzi. I'm going to put Ponzi and exclamation mark, and there we go. Now we'll go back to the top here, and we're going to take that out, and we'll rebuild the page, and that should help it come up when people are searching for it. Right. So yeah, that's good. Thanks, Susie, for that. All right. So now we're just going to once that's reviewed itself, we will it's reboot of core. Oh, is it? Oh my goodness, really? This is so crazy. So this is basically a rerun. So that domain name that you see has now got warnings all over it when people go there. But now we've renamed the title. People who are searching for either or will hopefully find this. And you can see how other things that I do, like my LinkedIn, has now come up in the search results. But no, it's pretty amazing. All right, so I'm going to shut that off actually. That there, gone. So that's just ridiculous. What do you got there? So we've got a Telegram group and open Telegram. Yeah, the problem is you can't help them, can you? They just don't help themselves. I mean, I don't know why people think this is how the internet should be. So, crypto Ponzi scheme. Thanks for the info. Yeah, no, I just don't get it, Suze. All right, so we're going to shut down some windows here. We're going to say goodbye to them. Goodbye. So Keith Williams, goodbye. Coach A, goodbye. Ryan, goodbye. Al Moat Golden, whoever that is. Fordnet, goodbye. Craig, goodbye. Turn $100 into 100,000 now, goodbye. Mystery Cool with DCT, goodbye. Master, whatever. Seg, whatever, gone. Business plan, gone. Overdrome, that's another one. Growth Club, gone. I can't even read that. Presentation, technical training, Alf Tech, private meetings, nothing happening there. Now, what I am doing, I'm not just, well, I am shutting these meetings down, but I'm also looking for where it says waiting for host to start. I'm literally shutting these down. Have you seen the scheme that is targeting people in New Zealand? What's that scheme targeting people? You're trying to keep me online, aren't you? Yes, there is a scheme that's targeting people in New Zealand, and it's quite a scream. If you come down here, there's a couple of interesting ones, but it's called Prime 10. Now, we got asked to get involved in Prime 10, and they were a company that claims that they've got a New Zealand registration, and they have actually got a New Zealand registration. We've gone to the company office, and they've rung me up and said, thank you for the information, and they will start going through the testing process. But when we did that, what happened is this company instantly banned whole of New Zealand from looking at their website. Isn't that crazy? And then we found out that in the UK, this company had been struck off the UK register. But if we went back to my blog, we can actually go to their actually company certificate, and we can literally search for that ASBN number, And so this is the company certificate. They claim to be in the biggest building in town, in Wellington, which I know the building personally because I think I've even been in there. Used to be a bank. The person that has registered doesn't even exist. And I was on the company office saying, can anyone start up a company in New Zealand? They go, oh, no. And I said, well, I challenge you to find the person behind it. So if you go to, let's go to the company office, right? And we go to the registrar and we search for a company number, then we can see this company here is actually still probably in good standing. So we go to the addresses, we go to the directors, and now we're going to look for documents that they've done, new company of registration, whatever it is. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted to go to the PDFs, director of consent form. So this is the person that's consented to start. And look at the signature. That looks like a real big businessman's signature, doesn't it? Doesn't that just look beautiful? It's a beautiful high. Anyway, so this person's managed to set up a company in New Zealand to claim that their scam is real and genuine. So the company office is theoretically going to spend the next 5 months investigating it. And then they'll come back to me and say, yeah, we have closed that company down. But that's sort of how fun it is. So here we are exposing a company in real time. They block us in New Zealand, and then we expose them, and then they disappear. CR Group is a new one, is it? Have you seen the scheme that targeting people? CR Group. So that was just an example one. Let's have a look at CR Group. I don't know if it's the same one. We've got CCR Group. I don't know. I haven't heard of that one, Suze. Let's have a look at this. New Zealand. That's not at their recruitment, immigration. Don't think it's them. Could be though. Ray White, CR Group. Development. Oh, excuse me. Alrighty. Let's have a look. Oh, I think I have heard of this one. Global Economic Sharing Group, the world's largest hedge fund. Oh my goodness, really? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So where are these certificate documents? Now, I don't know about you guys, but are you stupid when you look at these documents? Okay, can you tell? Let's have a look through here. Normally what you can tell, these documents, the font is a different color. And that normally gives it away. I mean, is this for real? Is this meant to be enticing people to join? So then you log in. It's just going to take you straight away. It took me off to another domain name. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, really? I mean, right. So now we're at a different domain name, and we're now at. Is that because they handle their crypto wallets, or is that a legitimate company? I don't know. But why does that happen when you go to sign up on a company and you click login? It takes you off to a different domain name. That just means that this is like a cloaking website, and they've got their name out there. So I don't even know what I'm looking at here, to be honest. But I'm looking at a company that somebody's meant to look at this website and go, "Oh, this looks like a good investment." Oh, look, they've got Certificate of Incorporation, Business Act, and British Columbia. Well, that's encouraging. And then they've got CR Global Economic Sharing Group. And that looks for. And then you've got royalty free pictures. So you can click About Us and tells you exactly who they are. Is their platform. So what is the scam? Is the crglobal.vip the scam, or is their platform a scam? And why have they got two names? Is it worth me doing a blog on this, or is it pretty? What type of connections are they going through? If you know what I mean. I mean, it's just it looks ridiculous, really, doesn't it? But, I mean, what's happening here? Okay, we'll say goodbye to the cruise ship guy. Good luck with him. We're saying goodbye to these people. Do I need to do a blog about that? Is it a big thing? I mean, how many stupid people are left on the planet? I mean, surely they must watch my videos. Surely they must listen to all the scams that we have busted. You know, look at them all. Look, a Block Ocean Hindi Planes presentation. Business presentation in English. M-Trade International. Core, Daniel's Room, Italy, Greece, Satoshi Show, Libby's Friday team meeting, Instant Bitcoin, Christopher, How to Retrieve with $100. I don't know what that means. What are we doing? Global Internet Sharing Group was founded by John Smith in 2022. How is John these days? I don't know who he is, Susie. Is he somebody we know? And a good source of your information, honestly, guys, if you're sitting here and you're thinking, is behind MLM. He's publishing articles all the time. I think this is a new one that was just published today. You can come through here and you can look at the same thing, pyramids. You know, it's the same shit, different day, isn't it? Look at all these names. They've all got VIP on them. Capital VIP. Makes you feel special, doesn't it? That guy looks like a professional. Oh, look, there's a machine gun. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's carry on shutting these windows down. If you think I need to do a blog about it, do it now or do it live. We have great success with our blogs. They are actually really doing justice at the moment. I'm just going to have a look and do something crazy. Like if I go to deheck.com, right? And I come down to the blog I just did like last night before I went to bed, which was on the 9th. And we search for that name of that company. Let's just search for the whole lot and see whether any of that blog actually comes up in the search engines yet. Boom, look at that. So straight away, we're already indexed in the search engines. Our video has already come up in the results. And we're here. And I think this is cross-referenced. Oh, no, this is the link. So all these here and my Bid Harvest, Bid Booster, whatever, have all come up. So now I want to know if I can just search for that name. And look at that. Straight away, I'm coming up in the search engines. That's how strong my website is at the moment. So if I put scam in there and people are searching, look, #1. Now I'm actually curious. They don't host Zooms. Oh, I see. Well, they're clever, aren't they? For a couple of months. They've got tons of info on them. I've got tons of info. Well, we should get together and do a blog together, perhaps, Susie. If you're free now, we could do, and I can ask you to give me that info and we could build that together. But I'm actually really impressed, I must say, by my own blog that I've only published a few minutes ago. I mean, a few minutes ago, this lady wasn't able to walk. She started taking her medication and voila, it was embarrassing watching it. But she can now walk, so she says. But we destroyed her meeting yesterday, which is great enjoyment. Anyway. Food for thought there, Susie. If you want to get together and do a blog on that one, we could do. If you've got lots of information, put it all in one email. Don't have to explain it to me. Just give me the text, and then I'll feed it all into my favorite ChatGPT. Or we could get together and do a blog before I finish up for today, which I'm about to do because I'm running out of tabs. Running out of tabs. Well, that was a quick 2-minute broadcast I was going to do. So it's not that one you gave me, and it is that one there. So let's just do the basics. All right, so let's go to, I'll show you how it rolls, guys. If I'm going to do a blog, this is how it all pans out at the start. So first thing I do is I go to Millernote, and you go, hello, Millernote, how are you? Millernote goes, I'm fine, thank you, Danny. I right-click in here, I move over here, and I right-click, and I tell it to duplicate my template. It duplicates my template. And the next thing I do is it says, what's the website of the scam that you want to bust? And I put this one and put the website address in there. And I also go off to their platform and I look at that there and I put and in there and I put those both there. And then I come across here and I go, what's the name of the scam? And it's CR Group. That's beautiful. And then I come into here and I go, CR Global. I presume that's 2 words normally anyway. So I've got global spelled right. Looks pretty good to me. And I'll probably make that a CR Global. Right. So then we go back here. First thing we do is we get that logo. And we look at it and can we get that logo? No, we can't. So sometimes Danny gets a wee bit ADHD. And he goes into inspect. And now we can go into the back end of the code. We can look at static. And we can go down to images. And we go through here until we find the image that we are looking for, which we are looking for their logo, which is really good. And this is also handy, handy for when we want to make up thumbnails, because we can grab these images. Oh, there's something that we could look at. We might take that one anyway. So hopefully you've all had a go at doing the end the poll. 9 votes, not many today. Okay, and then we could drag that image over there. That's good. And we keep on going down here until we find the next logo, which I'm trying to find. No logo, no logo, no logo, no logo. There it is, the beautiful logo. So now I can come back to here, go back to Ponzi Schemes and Scams. And now I go to CR Group icon, and we rub that over there. There we go. Now we've got this logo, 1, and we've got logo number 2. Excellent. Now we go back to the scheme, and we can probably have some company certificates for some screenshots, PDF evidence. Oh, I need to find a board. We'll just call it screenshots. Alrighty. And we'll just put that in there. It's always good to have a couple of fake company certificates to use if you want. Gives you no idea what we do. And there we are. So what have we got here? Susie did say something. Danny wasn't listening. Too late for me right now. No, that's all right. So Google search. I put that there. Yeah, so now we've sort of got a start to a blog. And the other thing what I can do, even if you're at home and you want to start doing a blog, you literally go to ChatGPT. I'll show you how to do your own due diligence. And you go, I would like to start building a knowledge base so I can create a blog about, and then you put the website address in there. What information do you have on this company to date? Right, still in capitals, but it won't matter. So now I've gone away to ChatGPT. It's going to look at the domain name. It's going to check out the website, and it will start grabbing some information that I can potentially put into it. Okay, so now we've got this company here, and we've got
SIA Global LLC, Creative Resources Global, based in San Francisco, CA and Shanghai, China, founded in 2001. They specialize in contract manufacturing in China and Thailand, supplying parts to Fortune 500 and smaller American companies. Comp.com+6, Coglobal.com+6, find and update.companyinformationservice.gov.uk+6. Offerings include concept development, CAD drafting, SolidWorks, UG, SLA modeling, tooling, sample production, manufacturing, assembly, packaging.
Are you sure it's the same company under this domain name? That's the first time. It's got that wrong, I think. Searching the web. Still got the mic on. Okay, so it couldn't find any information on that one, so it decided to go off on a tangent, which is friggin' hilarious. Which is summary. No evidence have been linked to. Right, so yeah, so please remove the references that you first come up with from your memory, because we don't want to get these companies mixed up, do we? So what I would normally do is I would just come down here, select a copy, and now I go back here and say, right, could you please find all the red flags from the cut and paste that I've got from their website? I'm going to paste every page of their website below. Okay, so now I'm just go like that, and I go back here and I go to About Us, and it's all on one page. Project, it's all on one page. A one-page website, and you're going to invest in this crap. Right, sharing, nothing. Profit, it's all on one page. More. So we're going to go, more takes me to the same. Oh, we've got frequently asked questions are always a bit of a hoot. Let's have a look at the frequently asked questions. More. First of all, about frequently asked questions, corporate, profit, project instructions, sharing, planning. Now, I presume they're all just, yep, they're all on the one page. One page, one page, one page, one page, one page. So everything is on the home page. This is a one-page website, for goodness sake. It even gets worse. So now we're going to go and, so that's their platform, is it? Okay, so features. Now, if I went to contact us, am I going to be talking to a person? I don't think so, Tim. I'm going to be talking to a blooming bot. Would you invest in a company that had no idea? Are you running a scam? Let's have a look. No, we're a registered company. Oh, that gives out. Well, that's great. All right. So now it's cool. So now we've got about us. All right. And I can't even go Control A on this. So it's not letting me copy the whole page. Isn't that crazy? Okay. No, there's no, I can't even. So if I go here and I look at this text, I can't go Control A. So this is because jamming it so people can't copy the text for whatever reason. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, so I go back to here and now I've got my page. Guaranteed returns 100 biscuits rate 5, blah, blah, blah. Look, this is about what I've got. So let's go back to the original and let's see if we can find any social media. And let's see if we can find a video or something that promotes it. So there's no social media down here at the moment. We've got an email address, sharing, planning. Have we got any money, how to make money? All these are just links to the same homepage. Right. Look, it's not even a rocket science, this one. I don't know why people would even go, what can you tell me about this website? Okay, so now we're going to go back here and we're going to say, what can you tell me? Okay. I can't copy any text from their other website. Do you have any information on, and then put the other website. Oh, goodness me, it's not. What the hell is going wrong? I can't actually copy any text. What the hell's going wrong here? I can't copy any text from their other website. Can you give me any intel that you have on this domain name? Alrighty, let's go back here and I'm going to go to the other domain. We'll go back to here. Searching the web, it won't be able to find anything other. Oh, look, what we could do is website, blah, blah. It was registered on April the 29th. Oh, my goodness, Endgame, Singapore. What's that got to do? Domain and hosting details. Here's what I uncovered. It's not the same. No, there's a different website altogether. This is miles away. Look, please stay focused on this domain name. There will be multiple companies hosting their website with the same host provider. Doesn't mean they are connected. Let's have a look and see if it comes back and says anything. Okay, so they're basically telling me it's with Cloudflare and their domain name is protected and we can't find anything. Okay, and for some reason, can you create me a blog highlighting all the red flags and why no one would ever or should ever invest with this company? All right, let's see what we got. Just out of curiosity. Guaranteed returns. All right, so I'm gonna publish this as a blog anyway, Susie. I'm gonna just do it. Why you should never invest. All right, so let's just publish this as a blog and let's update it some other time. So I'm going to actually just go. This is what I normally would do. This is a real quick blog. First thing I do is open up my website. 5H. Oh, that's a good idea. I know what you're doing there. That's a different programming language, isn't it? 5H. Okay. Do we have text? Markets. That's the mobile version of the thing if you can. Nope, doesn't let me grab it. Isn't that crazy? Crazy. So if you don't know what 5H is, that's meant to be the bulletproof language that people who want people to prove they've got high security use, and it's the highest form of mobile platform theoretically. Isn't that funny? Alrighty. So what we might do is we will actually grab. Cool. Would also like to show you the company certificates. Would also like to show. I have some additional screenshots of their company certificates that may be of interest for the blog. Okay, so now I just drag over those company certificates and I update them. And then I say, could you also offer me some suggestions for the blog that I should include? Then we go into here. Okay. Yeah, we can add to it later. So let's go here. And this is what I do. If I write in a blog, and now it should come back and offer those suggestions. Yeah, it sounds like a great idea. And then all of a sudden, yeah, that sounds great. Now we just go, yes, please do this. Don't even know what it said. Don't read it these days. Getting a bit slack in my old age. Okay, why you should never, British Columbia. Oh, here we go. So at the end of the day, Danny will come along here and he'll grab that title. If I can grab it. I think we've got it all. Yep. I don't personally don't like bullet points. Can we use bullet points? It's not my style. Can you write these into paragraphs and also provide headings for each section? Okay, so now we're going to get it rather than this 1, 2, 3 bullet point stuff. We're going to have an introduction. It's giving me these bloody stupid headings now. Which will probably work actually. And then no action and conclusion. Well, there you go. So now we can go paragraph, back to here, paste this here. We can go put the title up there. We don't need introduction word. I see, it did actually put it in a nice way. So now we'll come through and tidy all this up. These are very... all right, so now we need to go back and tell it off. Hold it, 1 minute. Right, excellent. Excellent. Can you please make it easier to read by bolding some of the words? All the words, boom, and now we've got... Hopefully it will come through and rewrite it. And what have we got here now? Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to be easier to read. I don't know why these titles have all grouped onto the same line, but we'll fix that in a minute. But that's how I sort of get my blogs up to speed. All talk, no products, despite overwhelming volume of blah, blah, blah. Call to action, don't be the next victim, conclusion, skeptical talk. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we copy all this, we go back to my blog, we select all, and we paste. And would you believe it all works out beautifully. So what I should never, and Ponzi scheme. All right, so sorry I'm talking about funny, but I'm going to finish this blog off now. I've started it. You started this, Susie. It's your fault. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is hard to read at the moment, but we will fix this. 1, 2, 3, and we're done. Right, so now watch this, kids. We come into the back end of the website. First thing we do is we call it Danny with an I. That gives me my image. Right. Next thing we do is go to the bottom of the blog and we make room. Now we come back to my notes, which are here, and we look for the footer. And we paste the footer. There we go. Now we go to the front end of the website, and now we have a lovely picture of me. And we look for a couple of paragraphs that we can break into something decent. Now, I'm going to break those into something decent. The first paragraph is actually going to be in HR3. The second paragraph is going to be HR4. And we're also going to link through these 2 domain names, which is good. And we're going to go we're going to make them pop up on a new window. Link. And the second one here. And there's a method of my madness here. And boom, and add link. So first thing I'm going to do is edit this link and make sure it has https://www. And we'll see if we can upload that, copy, oops, and copy. And then we'll do the same to that one as well. And now we're going to test those, because sometimes you put www in front of them, they don't actually work. Did you know that? So now we're going to come back to here, press that, and would you believe it doesn't work? So you need to take www out, enter. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? So that, to me, is what I call a poor website development, to be honest. Every domain name should work with www in front of it. Just saying. That's just my opinion, though. And now we're going to go and check the other one and see whether that lets me have www in front of it. And it looks like it does, but it's not loading. Yes, it did. So that's good. And I would prefer to link to a www. Okay, so now what we've got is hopefully we can just increase these to 2s. No, we can't. We have to put a space on all of them. So space, 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 and space, and that should do it. So now we can go 2, and now we can bring that back up. 2. Oh, goodness me. Where's my mouse when you need it? There it is. Call to action. And what I'll do for your viewing pleasure, if you're still here watching me, is I will read this in a minute, and then that will give me time to create a picture. Yes, we're going to make a picture as well. Don't know how the picture. So we're going to go picture 2. Okay, and oops. And that's it there. Queens of Schemes. Look at that. Danny, you need a VYB update. Commissions are live in the back office, but no access to the products. Oh, really? Oh my goodness, isn't that crazy? Hey, Queens of Schemes, it is nice to see you girls here. I presume there's one of you or 2 of you. Oh, I didn't know that. That's so crack up, man. Oh, that's cool news. I'm just writing a blog to destroy another scheme that we've been following. I'm just trying to break it up so it makes it easier to read, which isn't my forte. But, oh, they're just hopeless. So Megan and Regan are just bottom feeders, aren't they? They really are. We've had some fun lately, though. I don't know if you've noticed I've been endangering my life by busting all these Pakistani publishing houses. And we've actually been working, would you believe, with the FBI and Homeland Security, gathering intel to report back to people that are actually doing raids, which is absolutely exciting. So, look, I'm just putting paragraphs in here. I'm not a scholar, but this is how I go about creating a fast blog. All right, so now once I've got my blog, I go back to here, and I have shortcut commands. So let's go, boom, that shortcut command was basically telling it to give me all the keywords out of the article, and it will ping out all the keywords I need to chuck into the blog. So now I go back to my blog, my picture, chuck in the tabs. Next thing I do is I go back to, I don't use the tags. I'll go to an excerpt. An excerpt is a little snippet or a summary of the whole blog in a paragraph, which is only going to be 160 characters long. I make sure that we, what do we do? Funny, when your name came up, Queens of Scheme, we've got Queen of Karma. And I thought, oh, you've changed your name, but it's not. So nice. Hey, have you done a video about VIP's back end, though? Because that means she's going for the money grab, doesn't it? That's just absolutely disgusting. But she's going for the money before the products are released. So she's a money, well, I can't say that what I was just going to say, but you get the idea. She's just a lover of money. Can we put it that way? Crypto scam warnings, signs exposed. All right, so now I've published this blog, but I need an image. And it would be quite neat to actually save that. So now what we can do is we can come along here and we'll try and find an image of something. I don't know how to make this one look like a nice website. Maybe if we go off to the other website, is that going to be better looking? No, that's not bad. Who would invest with this company? Because it looks disgusting. But what I normally do is I basically look for the most, I don't know, prettiest stuff. Company certificate. Best results. This is just a poor looking website. I don't even know why I'm really doing a review. Maybe it's because Susie asked me to. But look at this. This is so ugly. Everything about this website is ugly. 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 Okay. So what we need is we probably need a screenshot of that somehow. All right. So we're going to get a screenshot. I'm going to show you something pretty cool. Right. There's a screenshot of the homepage. So now I go back to ChatGPT and I go, look, I need you to create me an image prompt so I can have a thumbnail for the blog. I'm going to upload a screenshot of the homepage of the website. I would like a picture of the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger looking at this on a screen in disgust and obviously holding a red flag telling people to read his blog before they look at investing in this opportunity. Below are some command prompts that I use regularly. Please use these command prompts to create a new command prompt so we can create an awesome image. I will also upload the images after you have created the command prompt. All right, so now that's my my personalization of it. Now I go to my prompts. The first thing I do is I tell it to create a prompt. Boom. And then I go to the bottom and I tell it what type of prompt I normally always create. And I don't read stuff if you haven't noticed. And boom. And now I've got, theoretically, I'm going to have their, boom. I should also have their company certificates. I will have their logo. I will also have their other logo. Whoops. Other logo. I will also have an image of my No Scam t-shirt. And then we will go down to Danny. And now I will grab that command prompt, which you saw how much time I spent writing that. Put that in there and go boom. And now from uploading those images and that command prompt, and if you're wondering what I tell it, I've got the paid version.
Create a hyper-realistic, ultra-detailed 16:9 image, 3,842,160 resolution featuring Danny D. Heck, the crypto Ponzi scheme Avenger, sitting in front of a large curved monitor displaying the homepage of CR Global VIP. The screen should show obvious scam-style crypto charts, AI graphics, and exaggerated profit claims. Danny is wearing his bright orange t-shirt with a glitch-style No Scam logo across the chest, styled like a corrupted No Signal error. He looks visibly disgusted, leaning back slightly with a skeptical, almost annoyed facial expression. In one hand, he's holding a large red flag pointed at the screen. The flag reads in bold text, "Read the blog before you invest." The scene should be lit like a cybercrime documentary still. Use studio lighting, accurate human proportions, texture clothing, and realistic shadowing. It should appear as if shot with a DSLR camera at f1.8, with a shallow depth of field, cinematic blur on the background, and sharp focus on Danny and the screen. The background may include subtle tech-themed props or dim ambient lighting to add depth, like a fraud investigation HQ.
Right, so what I do normally, kids, is I get something like this. No, I don't. I lie. I'll go back to Canva. I will start up a new custom design window. I will open this here. And El Presto, I'll give it a name, and this one's going to be CRG Global. And now I'm going to go back to an old design, which is the one that we had of whatever her name is, whatever, I've forgotten, but you'll figure it out soon. Now we're coming back here. Hopefully we've got an image that's not too bad. Let's see what we come up with so far. Oh, I've got a red flag. I haven't had one of those for a while. Oh, that's brilliant. Read the blog before you invest. No scam. I think that's brilliant. That's good enough. So you've got to be good today rather than perfect tomorrow. So that's what I would do when creating an image. And now I have another cool image that I'm going to be on the blog. And there we go. And now we go down to about there. Read the blog before you invest. Scam. And the logos have come up brilliant. You just can't beat that, can you? Only thing I want to do is click on scam. First of all, I'm going to have no scam. Like that. Second of all, I'm going to have a square box like this. And I put that up there in the corner. I'll teach you how I do things because it's people are going, oh, I like your images. And I go, oh, I don't hold it a secret. I'm just working my way. Oops, daisy. I need to go here. I need to get that out of there. And now I go there. And I'll just take that up a little bit. And now I get the red and I make it the same color as the picture. And I tell it to be 80, which means it's a bit transparency. So in case I get the top of the red flag, you won't see this. But anyway, that's cool. And the other thing I want to do is I can probably have both those logos. Have they got CR? That's a different logo. So I'll put that logo in there. When you add a logo, put a shadow on the back of the logo, give it more depth, and it will help it. So now we've got that. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put the scam logo there. There. And that will give people association with the proper scam. And then the last but not least, of course, is their main logo, which I will also put a shadow on the back of. You see that just gives it a bit more depth and put it down there. And before we know it, I think we need to actually put that in the corner. I think what I'm thinking of is that needs to go there. That's probably a little bit big for scam. I'm sort of tempted to do a lot of things with this one. I think we will leave that there. I don't know we need the scam. I think the scam might be doing too much because my t-shirt says it all. Now we might just be able to make that a little bit bigger. And before we know it, there we go. Oops, I'm going to take that a bit there. I think I'm relatively happy with that. I don't think we're going to get too much better than that for a quick blog. And there we go. Now we go that, ping, that, and we're going to go download, save settings. That's right. Right, now the only other dirty secret I'm going to show you guys and girls is you come back to here. I've got a good title. If I want this to work really well, you need to get the image, the featured image, upload that, and I go back to here. Now I've got global. You won't be able to see this image, but the file name is going to be rewritten. And the file name is going to be rewritten to match the title of the blog. And that will give it a little bit more strength than it would if it just had a number. I capitalize all the words, but the search engines make these images come up as well. I'm going to, and you never use dots or full stops. VIP, trust, takes a wee bit of time, but you put the energy in and you will outrank anything. And I've just chopped off a word. Hopefully when I save that, yes. And now what I do is when that image is uploading, I use the same alt text. So when you hold your mouse over the image, the words will pop up. So same image file, the title of the image, everything's the same. Put it in there. And before you know it, we publish that blog. And that's like saying, move that bus. Now, if I was doing anything decent and I was doing a video, if I was doing a video and it was just on this, so I'm going to drive this point home to you. So yesterday we did, right, so why that's doing that thing, now I'm going to get rid of this. 1, 2, 3. There's my blog. So now, just in case I have to give this over, well, this is like this database that we have is shared by government agencies. So if they search for anything to do with that Ponzi scheme and scam, they're now going to find logos, website addresses, and a blog all about it. So I'm helping out there. So get rid of that. Don't need that anymore. So here's Danny. Don't need him anymore. Here's my blog. So we've got a lovely image, and it's pretty cool. And I'm saying read the blog before you invest. All right, and then we've got links going off to the 2 website addresses. Now, a lot of people won't link to scams, but I do, because you actually get brownie points on SEO if you link to third-party websites. Normally, I link something back to myself, but you can see I've linked off down the bottom here to news agencies that have talked about me. That helps. Every title is nice and bold. It will look good on a mobile phone. It's structured pretty easy to read. And also, you don't notice it, but my image links back to the homepage of my website. So that's called an internal link. That helps. Now, what I did yesterday is when I did the mother and daughter boom, this was mother and son, I should say, let's call it. And here's the video. So I chopped up the video that I did where we raced into their Zoom meeting and made their life a living hell, which is quite comical. And you can actually listen to what we did. Danny the Heck, it still comes up with Danny. We got there at the end.
Being recorded.
Look,
So let me tell you about.
So that lady was trying to run the meeting, but we destroyed it. But that lady there is that lady there. And we created a blog just like I did now and then embedded the video. But we don't have a video for today's blog, which isn't all bad. So what I do, just to drive the point home to make it even more betterer, that's a great word, that, is we first of all, we come to here and we now make that blog. We normally do it in 8 different places, but I'm not going to bore you to death with that. But let's say, first of all, I'm going to go and upload an image. So this is why renaming the image. And is that going to leave me logged in? It did. So now I've uploaded my image. I'm going to give it a title. I think it's got the end. Yep. And I'm also going to upload the image on LinkedIn. There it is. Next. Title. So if you haven't got a WordPress website and you're a scam buster, and I'm thinking of you young ladies called Queens of Schemes, fire up a WordPress website and then start doing blogs and embed your videos within. It really does make a huge difference. So this is what I do, and this has worked really well for me. My blogs and my brand's really getting out there now, and obviously it's helping everything in the way of scam fighting, which is really cool. So you see, and if you haven't got a buy me a cup of coffee website, get one. You know, it's another way of getting a little bit of income out of what you're doing and the time you're spending fighting these schemes. I mean, I know it's not about the money, but when the money starts coming in, you can spend all your time fighting scams rather than running your own business. So there's a whole blog on Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. It's going to be sent to 123 followers that I currently have got. It's going to be tagged under the Ponzi schemes and scams. I published this now. Hopefully this works because I haven't logged in. It's kept. Sometimes you have to re-log in. It's live. If I knew they had Twitter, I would tweet it, but I'm not going to. If you go back to Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, and just while that's loading, I'm going to go off and finish the other one. So LinkedIn's a bit different, but I've had over 45,000 people view my LinkedIn in the last couple of weeks because I'm doing other scam busting. But this is where you really want to start repurposing your content, writing blogs. So even if you don't have a website, you can use Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. And this, you know, what happens is when people search for that company number of theirs, this blog's going to come up instead. And it's a very powerful way of intercepting people who are doing research. So now I publish, and that's going to be on my LinkedIn profile. And here's an article embedded in my LinkedIn profile. I click like myself, I always like my own content, and it's friggin' brilliant. Next one here, we go back to Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. We go to Post. And in the Post area, you'll see that I now have my blogs that I've done recently. And they literally, like 35 views on this one, 72, 38, 39, 36, 75. And this is additional traffic that I wouldn't normally have got. And there's, you know, you can embed your videos in here. It's a dream come true, I tell you. Anyway, there we go. So just within I think it was about 45 minutes, we produced a full-on blog about a Ponzi scheme and scam. And I haven't even listened to it. So why don't we have a wee listen and see what it sounds like? You ready? Okay, let's see why I wouldn't invest in this opportunity.
A platform that claims to lift millions out of poverty is likely doing the opposite, draining wallets through deception, fake AI, and Ponzi tactics. In an era where digital scams are becoming more sophisticated, it's critical to shine a spotlight on shady platforms masquerading as legitimate investment opportunities. One such dangerous pair is CA Global VIP and its affiliated phantom platform usexa.com. These websites use a cocktail of crypto buzzwords, unverifiable leadership, and emotionally manipulative narratives to lure unsuspecting investors. Here's why no one should ever trust them with their money. The mirage of legitimacy, CA Global VIP, and usexa.com attempt to cloak themselves in legitimacy by showcasing flashy language and supposed legal documentation. They proudly present incorporation certificates from British Columbia and Colorado, yet neither UIC Exchange Limited nor its leadership can be verified in any public registry. The British Columbia certificate is dated March 20th, 2025, but searches through the province's corporate registry yield no match. Similarly, the Colorado document claims an entity ID of number 20,251,042,955, but this number doesn't correspond with any business in the Colorado Secretary of State's system. Leadership figures like John Smith and Thomas Yanez also raise serious suspicion, as there is no credible professional footprint or public record to support their claims. These documents are digital window dressing, a paper trail to nowhere designed to lull victims into a false sense of trust, turning the sharing economy into a pyramid scheme. SIA Global VIP promotes itself as a pioneer of the sharing economy, but a closer look reveals a business model that functions more like a classic multi-level marketing MLM scam. The platform incentivizes members with referral bonuses, so-called meal allowances, and commission-based team rewards. There's no genuine product or service behind the curtain, only the constant cycle of recruiting new participants to funnel funds upward. Phrases like team scale bonuses, market sharing, and investment cycles are just euphemisms for a recruitment-based revenue scheme. This isn't investing, it's a pyramid dressed up in crypto jargon. Outrageous promises that scream scam. SIA Global VIP and its affiliate USXA.com throw out promises that defy logic and economic reality. They claim a 100% success rate for their trading signals, offer monthly returns of 60% to 100%, and guarantee refunds if their predictions fail. They even claim to use AI systems like Aladdin that supposedly outperform the market at an incomprehensible scale. These exaggerated assertions are standard playbook material for financial scams. If these promises sound familiar, it's because we've seen the same script in collapse scams like OneCoin, Hyperverse, and Novitech FX, each leaving behind a trail of financial devastation. How the victim funnel works. Like many predatory crypto schemes, SIA Global and USXA.com follow a calculated funnel to ensnare victims. It starts with emotionally manipulative content or exaggerated success stories circulating online. Curious users are drawn into private WhatsApp or Telegram groups where hype and pressure ramp up. They are encouraged to deposit amounts ranging from $300 to $5,000 USDT. Any profits they see are merely numbers on a mock dashboard. Once invested, victims find their withdrawal attempts blocked by arbitrary rules or are simply ghosted. You're not investing, you're being harvested. The illusion of incorporation. Both platforms proudly display what look like official business registration documents, but they collapse under even basic scrutiny. Searches through official databases turn up no verifiable records of these entities. No licensing credentials are publicly available. There are no regulatory disclosures or compliance documents that would normally be required for legitimate investment firms. Real companies don't need to flaunt PDFs of questionable origin to earn your trust. Only scams resort to such tactics. All talk, no product. Despite an overwhelming volume of text discussing wealth sharing, economic freedom, and global growth, neither SIA Global VIP nor USXA.com offers a real service. There is no functional trading exchange, no licensed financial infrastructure, and no evidence of any genuine trading activity. What they offer instead is a cycle of recruitment, locked funds, and promises of massive returns if you simply follow the signals and stay loyal to their fictional Professor John. Call to action. Don't be the next victim. If someone tries to pitch you SIA Global VIP or USXA.com, treat it not only as a red flag for the platform, but also as a serious concern about the person promoting it. These kinds of scams thrive on trust and familiarity. Report the sites to financial authorities in your region, such as the FMA, New Zealand, SEC United States, or ASIC, Australia. Share this blog with friends and family so they know what to watch for. And remember, emotional manipulation, guaranteed profits, and pay-to-recruit systems are all signs you're staring down the barrel of a financial scam. Conclusion: a scam in slow motion. SIA Global VIP and USXA.com are ticking time bombs. They are leveraging crypto hype, AI buzzwords, and MLM psychology to run what appears to be a Ponzi-style investment trap. If you deposit your money, you'll likely never see it again, and worse, you may end up unknowingly dragging your friends and family into it too. Avoid these platforms like the plague. Report them to financial authorities, and if someone pitches them to you, consider it a red flag not just for the platform, but for that person's credibility too. Stay skeptical. Stay safe, Danny D. Heck.
Well, I don't think I could get any better than that. Now, remember, I'm dyslexic and I can't read and write for a living. Okay, so I used ChatGPT to research that information, gathered information off their own website and used it against them. It's not rocket science. It's the heck science. That's how we go about getting more exposure out there. Now, because I've got such a large footprint on the internet, if I was to create a podcast it would be shared on 18 different platforms. If I was to fully share this blog out when it's a major blog, I go onto 8, 9 different blog platforms. It gives me a massive footprint. Then I go back to ChatGPT and I ask about this opportunity. And you know what it does? It uses my own content. I create the narrative. I'll find ChatGPT quoting from my own content when I'm researching data. Now, it might seem like, oh, that's a bit dangerous. You know, Danny's creating the content. ChatGPT's taking it as the real deal. ChatGPT often refers to its source, where it's got its information from. And if it comes from me, I'm happy with that because I'm here to create awareness. I'm here to disrupt. We're here to expose and name and shame people who are using this these platforms that are probably created at human trafficking compounds to stop and expose these people. Hey, that's me today. Hope you enjoyed the short, which turned into a bit of a long live, exposing May Summer Vu, who's now become I don't know. I just have to bring up the photo of May Summer Vu just one more time, because I literally cannot believe what she is doing at the moment. So if you didn't watch the start of this video, you want to watch May Summer Vu, who has actually now become an angel. And she's deleted all her videos that were on one of her YouTube channels. She's got quite a few. And she's decided to go from Ponzi to profit. And she's going to now announce all the scams to build that trust up with people before she introduces them to an opportunity of a lifetime. Don't know what that will be. I believe that she will start promoting EU One Life because she has to promote something. And she's going to promote legitimate opportunities to people. But first, she wants to build back the community that she's misled, who have lost money, who want to sue her. Hey, if you want to find out where May Summer Vu is, we do know she's got an Airbnb. She lives in California. We do have her phone number, and I'm sure she would love to hear from you. So reach out to me if you want her personal contact details. I can't put them on the internet because that's called doxing, something to do with D. But she is a bottom feeder on the planet, and that was how we started the video today. And we had some fun along the way. We'll see you in the next video. I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I've enjoyed having you here with me. Thank you to everyone in the chat room. And certainly nice to have Queens of Schemes in here. Do a search on YouTube for Queens of Schemes. A couple of young ladies are doing their job about exposing Ponzi schemes and scams. More multi-level marketing is their style. I've watched quite a few of their videos. Their content is absolutely fantastic. So they're friends of the channel, as they say. And I'm Danny DeHeck, and I'm signing off. We'll see you in the next